어떻게
You know how in the
게임을
corner,
플레이할지 생각을 하고
like where it shows like a search button,
그냥
and like when you look up
최대한
people,
시간에 맞게 활용을 하고
and then
최대한 많이 노력을
like
하다 보면
right next to an X and like a TV screen, there's like lines with lines going down through them, and then it shows like surveillance, channel, anytime, and all that stuff. Yeah. No, me and Ashton were playing duos, and that thing behind them, erupted again.
The what?
The ball erupted again.
The something, what erupted?
The ball. It like made a loud sound.
The orb?
Best Fortnite players in the world, the 50 best duos.
Wait, oh, the orb?
Yeah.
We talked about it. The loudest duo when they're announced. They want to be the loudest duo when all is said and done. We have Mitro and Mongrel down on the floor.
Mitro and Mongrel.
We are all so excited to see
FaZe
Mongrel and honestly to hear their comments.
I think kids only came to get a free battle pass.
It's two very, very different things.
Look at how many kids are there.
I know.
Right.
Going into competing at a LAN together.
Competing at LAN is definitely different. Personally, I like it more.
Mongrel, you suck at FaZe.
But online is easier.
Should have stayed in secret.
Fair. You can't beat the energy in a stadium like this. A lot of people are really excited and stoked to be here.
Oh,
especially to see you guys
Jordan
play.
Fisher.
Can't wait.
Isn't he like a baseball player?
Thank you so much, Jordan. And now just those guys, they sound excited, but that's it.
You know, he's like an actor, singer, writer, and stuff.
On the stage,
yeah, we're watching the World Cup right now. We're Jaden.
I know, I'm watching it.
6 games away from winning
live.
into the top.
No, I
Just
don't
think
live
about
stream
it. 6 games, and then we'll find out who is the best duo in the world.
Bro,
Hands down.
It doesn't even matter.
Best.
It doesn't. You can't base who's the best duo off of 6 games.
Will be crowned, but that's it. The pre-show is over. Enough from us up here. We'll be breaking down gameplay later. We're gonna toss it on inside to kick the show off. You guys have a good one.
Mine's 20.
Oh yeah. Oh, the first game is starting. Ooh.
Jaden, me, you, and Noah are the best trio.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we're actually cracked. We're cracked.
Like we're better than FaZe, Swag, Tfue, and Eclipse.
Yeah, they suck. They suck. We're better than Bugga.
We could pickaxe them all to death.
Yeah, we're better than everybody. Imagine being that Asian DJing.
Oh my goodness. Everyone's like, what the heck?
Imagine DJing at a gaming event.
Yeah.
Look at his receding hairline.
Yeah.
What is that? What?
We've never seen anything like this.
He's vibing.
What the heck?
Go crazy. Dude, this guy's the real MVP.
Right?
No, what if they get a purple stage for the what if they give a purple stage for the Skull Ranger?
That'd be crazy. Yeah, go crazy. He's better than Dylan Francis.
Hey, there's Nate Hill. There's Face Punk. Noah. Ashton got in trouble because he called his brother fat.
Who did?
Ashton. Because his brother was sitting on a couch eating a whole bowl, like eating a whole box of ice cream.
What?
Look, parents are videoing it. What the hell? They're just cheering.
I can't even hear my game.
They're just cheering so they can get a free battle pass.
Live stream's so loud.
They're only there to get a
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
They're only there to get a free battle pass.
A free battle pass and a 2,000 V-Bucks.
I'm your host, Golden Boy, and I couldn't be more pumped to
Like,
be here.
it's a free battle pass, 2,000 V-Bucks, and a spread.
In the world.
Well, I'm already gonna get a free battle pass because I just need to do one save the world thing.
On the line, and most importantly, what's right behind me, the championship,
the trophy,
and the first ever Fortnite World.
It's plastic. It's plastic.
And it's going to be
of course
awesome.
It's plastic.
Imagine.
In the Arthur Ashe Stadium. Are you
work
Are you ready?
You work your whole butt off just to get that.
You know what?
Yo, imagine it's real
solos.
gold.
There isn't a trios.
It's solos.
And the people who win.
Hey, fish skin.
No, there's not. It's only solos and duos.
That's real gold. And whoever won sold it for a bunch of money.
Hey, look, it's for Sway. Wait, that skin's new. I don't never seen that skin.
Wow, look at the new fish skin.
That's me. I'm no fish skin.
Now, I know everyone here is excited to get to the games, and we're going to do so in a little bit. The players are gearing up and getting ready to go. You know that each and every one of you inside of this stadium, you're just pumped. You've had your opportunity to go out to the festival. You've managed to meet up with your friends and enjoy some great times here in New York City. And obviously, our players are here to win a world championship. And the good news is we have two players standing by with Jordan Fisher who are looking like they can contend for the top of the mountain.
Thank you, GB. You are a handsome man. Now, I'm going to be super honest and very forward right now when I say that I've got two of my
I can't hear you through a live stream
right now that are competing together. Two of my favorite people to play with, two of my favorite people to watch and study. We have Sean and Aiden. Aiden, one of the most dominating controller players.
I'm the best controller player.
Time and time again with Sean on mouse and keyboard, one of the most
zero way to turn down the
skilled
stream
and
volume
players in all of Fortnite. Now,
I'm the best controller player. I can beat Ghost Aiden.
On a controller and one of
Ghost
you on
so
mouse.
loud.
There's got to be some unique strategy that you guys can pull together. Can you talk to me a little bit about
it? Might be cinematic.
Yeah, our synergy is great. Like you said, he's one of the best mechanical players. His tunnels are insane.
Doesn't Ghost Aiden sound different? Because he always yells in his videos.
Just, you know, me being an aggressive player and having good aim.
He's like,
Ghost Aiden's like, he's like 16.
We're gonna do good.
1000%. Now, Sean, you both competed in the Pro-Am yesterday,
Yes,
which was a lot of fun. We all know that was a very sweaty lobby. But your thought process, your strategy going into today, tell me how that differs from yesterday and your performance there.
Well, I think yesterday was like super fast-paced.
Tell me his fat.
Well, but,
16 inches inside of him.
Play super slow, and
no, it
so we can kill it endgame.
Fantastic. Well, we're all so excited to see you guys. GB, what do you have for us?
Always a pleasure to hear from the Ghost duo. They're going to look to go to the top, and they very well
I'm
do
fatty.
that. Now,
At least I can take a punch.
Earlier I said, are you ready? So I'm going to ask you again, New York City. Are you ready?
You got all that flag.
Oh, no. I got to take the earpiece off. New York City, this is my hometown, and I know we can make some noise. So I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you ready?
No. Everyone just came here to get free V-Bucks.
Finals start now. Let's send it over to your casters, Courage and Ninja. Ladies and gentlemen, it is
that Courage PD? Oh my God, it's Courage PD.
New York City. Everything on the line here today.
No.
My name is Jack Courage Dunlop. Well, guess what? I'm joined by a surprise guest appearance, Tyler Ninja Blevins.
That's gay.
I am
That's
so
gay. You can't
excited
change
for
the volume
today's
of it.
Ninja, the emotion here is
You can.
insane.
No idea, man. These guys have been playing for months.
Ninja, you're gay. You have your hair pink and blue.
Nothing but thinking, eating, sleeping, breathing Fortnite.
That's it, and it's all led to this. I know the nerves.
His wife probably has a penis.
I'm just casting. I'm not even playing. Meanwhile, they're paid for $15 million.
Definitely.
But
That means he likes girls.
We're going to be playing today. Let's take a look at the format. Catch everyone up to speed. I know a lot of new eyes will be on Fortnite competitive today. And Ninja, here's the format for points. So, this is duos.
Ninja, here's this format for the points.
So that's easily 25 points if you come 11, 15, 6, 10, 2, and 5, and then victory royale.
Now those points cannot stack, meaning in a game you can only get a max.
I've been doing math for the past 2 weeks.
Haha, fuck it.
So finding that good balance.
No, I'm not in school. I've just been doing it on Fortnite, counting how much points I got per game. Yeah.
Long time. Have you ever seen anything like this?
No, I mean, you're looking at first place, 3 million. I mean, heck, I'd even settle for
Wait,
third.
don't they send all the money to a charity?
Settle for 1 point.
No, they
Some of
didn't.
it.
No, we've been
No, it's only the Pro-Am.
for a long time, but I've been
Yeah,
for 10
Pro-Am was
years.
the
Prize pool's
charity.
never even come close to this. This is life-changing.
Yeah, absolutely mind-blowing numbers right there. Again,
That's true. They get
$50,000 in their pocket.
I'm not sure how much is taxed.
They want to jump up that prize money ladder. Again, we are live.
A big amount of it, I know, is taxed.
Yo, how did Ninja not make it?
So many talented players here today.
Because Ninja sucks.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup.
Courage didn't make it because he's too eating too much. Too worried about
you go first. Who for you is your standout?
They're all content creators.
See if they can take it home today.
Dude, man, I mean, I gotta give it up to Mongol and Nitro. I think they're gonna definitely close it out. They've been, I really am just super interested to see how they play. I've been watching a lot of their World Cups after they've already qualified. Hands down, one of the most aggressive duos throughout, the qualifications. But are they gonna do that?
Are you a dummy?
Or are they gonna still W key like they've always been doing?
That's
What drugs are you on?
Their gameplay of choice.
Yeah, can I have some?
Both qualifying from Europe. You see, last time they played, the week they qualified, their drop of choice was Loot Lake. So will that remain the same today? These early game battles, these fights.
Tell your brother stop listening to us. Tell your brother to stop listening to us.
Mr. Savage, Evan, Benji Fishy. Dude, Mr. Savage M is cold-blooded. Every time I met him,
I'm about to say the age of you, not
they're
homeschooled.
absolutely insane, as you can see right here on your screen. We'll get those pictures fixed, don't worry. But either way, these guys are two absolute tanks. And Ninja, I mean, you've watched all these guys. You're absolutely the best players in the world, but it's almost like these guys are in a class of their own.
They are, man. I mean, I've competed against some of these guys in some other online tournaments as well, and I mean, literally watching Benji just slay out an entire lobby by himself in squads it's like it's art, man. You know what these guys do? It's art. So enjoy.
I know Mr. Savage having a public match.
Oh, I may be playing 13 for the whole year.
Which is unheard of.
No, Owen's playing. No, you're not. You're playing.
Weekend. I've been just looking at my phone already. I'm seeing a million plus of you guys tuning on in. As you guys know, so many ways to watch. You've got Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, everywhere where there's live streams. Also, a new Fortnite.com/watch feature that you can go take a look at. You'll see some different individual feeds there that will be a crazy, unique way to watch Fortnite competitive for the first time.
Oh no, I'm just watching replays of the Pro-Am.
Top players perform. This place now, Ninja, is insane. I mean, this is one of the most ridiculous arenas I think I've ever seen for an esports event, and I know people flooding on in from the outside. I just can't wait to get it started.
Dude, this is literally what I've been waiting for. Like 3-4 months. Yeah. Best of the best, all in the same lobby.
Yeah, our trio can beat them in a 1v1.
On Sunday. You're playing against, in a lobby, maybe like 4 or 5 of the teams who are actually here right now, but now this is going to be all
Look at those tryhards.
Every single battle is going to be the best players in the world fighting against one another. I'm excited to watch the early game when they're landing in their spots. I'm excited to watch the mid game during the rotations. I'm going to be taking notes, and you guys should too.
Yeah. Also, other things that note to take to bring up. We're going to be playing on siphon settings here, increased material payment.
You forgot the list. I'm the best Fortnite player in the world.
I'm the best Fortnite player in the world.
And that's also going to give you 1 point as well.
I'm the best Fortnite player in the world.
And metal. So, eliminations are definitely going to pay off early game as you guys can stack up those materials.
Yep, and remember that is when you get a full elimination, not when you knock down an opponent. Correct. So if I knock a player, you'll see in this a lot more times teams will immediately try to finish that elimination, get the health, go pick up the materials.
They're using the ninja mouses. They're using the ninja mouses.
When the players were warming up earlier today, because they got some warm-up games, and obviously for many of them it's their first time in a major
Ninjas are bot.
They wound up going through and they were just sitting at the spawn island like they were right now. I mean, look at the build battles happening on spawn island. They're all editing, they're all aiming. None of them are just sitting.
Do they have to bring their own mouse and keyboard?
The average age in today's tournament, 16 years old. Some of these guys are going to walk away with $1 million+ this weekend. At 16, what would you have spent your money on? I don't even want
What's
to
that dance?
Why not even ask that? Probably 16.
Some people are doing like 2 dances.
Man,
Next to get all exclusive
So basically the same as today.
Exactly. Nothing really would change.
Because
Nothing changed.
No, it's so much fun, man. Again, people flowing on into the venue, looking at these duos.
Oh, that already came out.
Contested areas,
Yeah,
right?
that already
Lake
came
has been
out.
a very hot topic.
Yeah.
You know, Aiden had been landing.
After the saber.
You know, Mongrel and Mitro, I've been hearing some notes about, you know, Tilted Towers, and, or Neo-Tilted, as it's now called, of where they're going to go. In your opinion, right now, you play 6 games. Yep. You know how detrimental it can be to your mental state if you
Minecraft.
have one where you kind of drop right off spawn and get taken out.
Yeah.
No.
What is your game plan here? Are you going for it? You don't care how many people land there? You just go and play your game?
No, I think
PlayStation,
I mean, these guys have been
PS4, my phone.
They know that they're going to be contested. They know that, and they're not, you know, if they're, you know, intelligent players, they're going to play exactly how they've
join
been
me
practicing
then.
the last 10 World Cup qualifiers. They're going to know exactly where they go. They're going to push where
I
they're
don't
going to
want to
push.
bite you.
And, you know, they're not going to care who it's going to be. Now, me, honestly, I'd like to say that that's how I play, but dude, in a situation like
Wait,
this,
is the first game going to start?
Testing my job, I definitely defer.
Wait, what's your number? What's your number?
You know, I mean, you have one bad game, getting over that, that's going to be a huge mental obstacle, right? You get knocked first, that's going to be something you're going to be thinking about in the second game, the third game. Should we change our landing spots? And then if you're thinking like that, it's over.
Yeah, and I keep seeing you look down. You're like eagerly wanting to talk about this map. We have what the first map is going to be in front of us. But again, guys, there's so many exciting things going on in the world of Fortnite right now.
Wait, one second.
Limited time modes that is actually going on. Prop Hunt, we watched a little bit
email.
of it yesterday.
What, Jacob? What?
How do I spell Ashton?
Okay, stop being gay.
Hide and go seek game almost, Ninja.
Prop Hunt is the greatest thing that Fortnite has created from creative. It is amazing. It is hilarious. We're literally like angry and like we're also just laughing hysterically right when we're about to, you know, make it into the incinerator and get our points. It's just so fun. I mean, you could be a toilet. You know, you want to be anything. You want to be a pink flamingo, a bus. Go for it. Go for it. Just go for it.
Yeah, we've had some fun games of Prop Hunt that we play. But again, right now, live in the gameplay for free, Prop Hunt. A little bit different than the competitive settings. Obviously, Arena, it's been talked about, Ninja. This is the most played in qualifier for a tournament ever in the history of gaming. 40 million competitors, down to the top 200. To be exact, 178 because of the double qualified players.
Your name as Ash.
And that is, you can't even put in like your head just how insane those numbers are.
I think it's just important to show and let everyone know that, man. Just Epic continues to change the game, making these qualifiers online. It just allowed so many of these kids to be here today because
the marshmallow event? There isn't even the marshmallow
event. Safety of their home instead of traveling across the world just to qualify.
Tell me if you get this.
I think this is one of the first times we've seen something like this, a qualifying like this. And
let me forget it.
I'm just excited to watch these kids dominate the next freaking 4 hours, 6 hours. I'm ready to stay here all night.
Hey, I'm down to stay here all night. I have no problem with that. I'm sure the arena is as well. When you talk about LAN events, right, you have so much competitive experience. You've been to so many across
I changed yours to Ashton, friend.
One thing that stands out to me, though, it will never feel the exact same as it does as playing at home. So for these guys, what are some tips that you can share you think that they should kind of take into account as they're playing, maybe on LAN for the first time?
Well, do what I always tell people when they're saying, you know, hey, Ninja, going to a tournament. Right? You know, do exactly what you do at home, right? If you wear socks and, you know, no shoes at home, that's what you're going to do. If you don't wear any socks at all or you wear sandals, you wear that. If you wear nothing but sweats and PJs when you're gaming and practicing, that's exactly what you should be wearing.
I wear shorts and a t-shirt.
Yep. Don't try to change anything up. Drink what you normally drink before the games, water, energy drinks, whatever the case may be, or, you know, eat what you're going to eat. Do not change anything up. It's very important to get in that mental state of what you do and how you've been practicing.
Look at everyone.
I've even heard of stuff as far as like don't change your sleep schedule.
there's like 60 kids doing that.
Again, we talk about how there's 30
they're still in the
lobby.
No, they're in pre-match, like they're on Swan Island.
That happened yesterday at the creative.
There's like 60 kids doing like that one hopper dance.
I'm Kitty Plays. We're
and I'm sick. I'm Kitty Plays and I'm sick.
First of all, congratulations. Now, Scissors, how does it feel now to solidify that title?
It's kind of awesome considering I love creative mode. It's thriving. It's awesome. I love it.
Now, Tyler, did you ever believe that you guys would secure the position here today?
Yeah, I always knew we had it in the bag. You know, we're the week 1 qualifiers. We're the most stacked team. There was no competition. Just when the last map was a death run, I knew we had that in the bag. We got some good players here. I knew Zan would clutch up, and he did just that.
We had some good players.
just grab this coin right down here. If he can do this without being eliminated.
There it is. The win. Oh, he missed it, but gets it with the trap trigger.
You realize that one jump won this group here an extra $1 million.
It's unreal. Like, if you want to practice with dev runs, you need to like do it slow. Don't go in blindly. Like, try and like change everything you do every time you fail.
Suzu, can you see yourself doing even more with creative? I mean, the success of today. Will you continue to go and play creative maps?
I think I would definitely stay consistent with creative because I feel like there's a lot of potential in creative still. And yeah, definitely this is my thing.
But I want to go down the line and see what each of you guys plan on doing with that prize.
I'll probably end up like saving most of the money, maybe like some investments.
He's 18 and he just won $336,000.
I'll go with
what are you gonna do with the prize?
I'll go with
Rent. Yeah, I think rent.
I'm gonna be responsible. I'm gonna save my money.
I am gonna be responsible.
Scissor, you sure you're gonna save your money? You can spend it on Fortnite V-Bucks.
All right, guys, congratulations again. Absolutely outstanding job. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I cannot wait to see what the future.
Oh wait, what? I can put like emojis on. So what animal do you want? What animal?
The Creative World Cup Finals, so much fun yesterday. Again, congratulations to Scissors and his team. $1.3 million won.
Alright, I'll give you a giraffe.
I'm going to address the elephant in the room here, and it's not Tim the Tab Man.
Alright, you get giraffe.
Tyler.
It's correct.
Exactly happened here.
It's correct.
There's your giraffe.
But, you know,
what color background do you want as giraffe?
Kaz. Just a good bunch of kids, man. I mean, I think, and I also got to meet a lot of the creators, the ones who developed a lot of the maps. And just a lot of
alright,
these guys.
You got a pink giraffe.
I'm really happy that I was able to, not even me, together as a unit, we pulled in, you know, 300 or 295,000 as a team. Dude. I mean, little whips, man. You know, we were just killing it, little ice creams. But that event was
you got
so
a pink giraffe,
just another thing that kind of came out of nowhere again. That Epic changed the game with creative. You know what I mean? It kind of popped up out of nowhere. All these people, so many people. There were hundreds of people here because of creative.
Yeah. And again, I know I talked to Scissors about it too. He can't believe just how far it's gone from his original runs he made to now. It kind of inspired one of the 3 maps yesterday for you. What was your favorite? Was it kind of the prop hunt mode? Was it the run?
Junkyard Juke, bro. Okay. Hands down, Junkyard Juke is the most fun game I've ever played. I mean, if you're gonna go in with a crew of like 32 people, if you can even muster up a crew of 32 people,
well,
I want that to be a playlist where I can just go and play Junkyard Juke. And it just fills in 32 people. It's so much fun, man.
I'm with that. What about, should we get the whole squad together? Or
I'm down with. Oh, we totally should. We should get a massive content creation squad and just go into that. It'd be the most funny thing in the world. I mean, there's nothing greater when you're a little teddy bear and you're just walking around like trying to make it in. It's amazing, man.
Hey, listen, it's all fun and games here. Obviously, the theme
Rich
of this
boy
weekend.
check.
Things going on outside of the fan festival. There's also the Battle Pass redemption. Everyone here has got tickets, has the commemorative tickets. So many things to look back on and remember these moments. For a lot of people here, whether they're players or the individuals and fans who traveled, it's their first time to New York City, such a legendary, iconic place to have this major event. You see again the crowd continuing to fill on in, just getting some final things set up for the games. We can get it all launched for you, but trust me, we're all eagerly awaiting the start as well. So many organizations represented throughout the weekend, and I have just received the word that we want, Ninja. The game is ready to go.
I'm ready. The first big one, man. Who's it going to be, guys? All right, I want you guys to scream out your favorite duos right now, man. Let's make some noise.
Who do you think's going to win today? Scream it. I want to hear. Oh, it's gibberish. None of it makes sense.
I think I hear Mongrel, Nitro.
Here we
I want a blue shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen,
no.
The Fortnite
I want both. I want both.
Duo competition begins right now.
Let's go.
This is going to be intense. I mean,
they're starting. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Yo, Clicks is using his towel already. Clicks is using his towel. Look at Clicks.
Someone's going to die. Someone's going to be eliminated. Who's going to be the first one? Yep. You don't want to be the first one knocked out in the World Cup. You know, I mean, literally, I knocked him like, you know, it was the first game in the Pro-Am, and that was just amazing. You can't live that down. I don't want to be the first person knocked out.
Oh, there's Benji Fishing always rocking the fish gun.
To dominate today, Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage, and they're heading right towards Happy Hamlet, a place they've called home so many times, and this is contested.
It's already contested.
You're flying on into here, Ninja. The early game's so key, and already Benji Fishy trying to put shots down range with that revolver, but area is contested. You see they're kind of split from each other right now. What are their comms like in this exact moment?
I mean, I think right now they're just going to be trying to hear exactly where these guys are, footsteps, any type of information they can pass off to one another is going to be very important. They've been practicing this landing. I'm pretty sure I watch these guys play literally every week because they're from EU, so they were before NA qualifiers. And yeah, this is exactly where
I'm gonna be a pink shirt support breast
you're
cancer.
honestly at a disadvantage if
Okay,
you're
that
in the same
works.
house, because you're going to be getting less shields
What?
of one another, right? Less chances of getting shotguns and things like that.
I just threw a.
I'm just interested to see how they're going to play this out. Are they going to be aggressive? Or are they going to back down?
We just saw the first zone has been revealed. And
Noah, what do you want, boy? What animal? You know what? Noah, I'm gonna make you an owl because you're always looking out for me.
98 players remaining right now in this game. Now we mentioned
No, I made you a pink owl.
farming right now, so you're hitting a couple trees, you're getting 20, 30 materials like it's nothing. Let's shift our focus though towards the middle of the map here at Dusty Divot, and it looks like Landjock and Punisher go out
Yep, suck
very,
my
very
peen.
early in this
Do
first
revel on
game
you.
to, Tetra and on the flip side, the new Rogue members.
Noah, are you watching it right now?
The wasting of material right now, you can already see
It's lagging my game.
Matt, 11, 10 builds. These early game fights.
Because I'm like in a match, so I'm not trying to really lag.
Very particular with how many mats you're going to use when you're trying to ramp rush somebody, because if you make it there and they shoot you out and you have no mats, I mean, you're left with literally nothing to protect yourself with.
And look at the advantage that you now have. Tetra hasn't found
I'm making kill of a pig.
shields, but because 2 eliminations come on through,
Yeah,
he gets
except
both. That's 50 shield per elim, putting him at max HP, and now he can completely change how he takes
Don't
this
accept
fight.
it. You don't know if
not
it's
like
actually
the normal
him.
games where you're still stuck at 100 health and you
Okay,
might second guess
really,
you
Noah?
might play a little more
Really?
No, because of those early elims.
Really,
They
Noah?
now have Dusty Divot to themselves. They pushed out the Asian duo, pushing towards that top Dusty Divot side.
No, it's not me. It's a random person on my account.
Divot all to themselves. They've got
No, it's my butt. He's in it. It's my butt. I want to make Jacob a hog because he's a hog.
They have no rotation items.
No, make him a snake. Make him a salty snake.
What are you guys playing?
There's another fight going on towards Fatal Fields.
The closest thing to a snake is a squid. Jacob's gonna be a.
Light HP are in a tough spot.
It's gonna be a salty squid.
Scarlet and his duo Bell get the quick elimination on the Brush. That's gonna push back Brush's duo into Fatal Fields and try to hide.
Noah, you're an owl because you always look out for me.
Hell yeah.
Fatal Fields is a
I'm a smiling shark because I like eating ass.
I'm really curious as to why they're not pushing. What's this?
Well, it's kind of a it's a double-edged sword too, because yes, Sizz is by himself, but
I have no idea where this kid went.
you can hide in that brush there in the cornfields. And Sizz Lucky, these top players who land Fatal Fields know how to actually navigate the loop in the corn. So
I need to break the corn every time.
Right, same. I'm not good enough to know, but there's a certain path you can go on, and Sizz Lucky will actually be able to go back and pick up Brush's cards. So this is key. Reboot Vans. Remember when you get brought back, you only have 100 HP and a common pistol. That would bring a lot of attention over. If you are Scarlet and Bell, are you spring back over that fight? I think so. Now across the map, though, an engagement going out between KBB, Yuang, and their duo up against Vinny and Zexro, and there's the knock right there.
And drum shotgun's very powerful. It's definitely underrated. You can get inside somebody's 1x1 right there. I mean, there's another knock with the drum shotgun, just absolutely wreaking havoc.
True, but could help in this situation if you res.
Yeah, because if it's a 4v1, you res a 4v2 now, not a 4v1.
These guys don't have that many materials, so
it depends.
spray it out, hopefully find a chance to take it out. But he's healing up.
Yeah, Zexro
Like if your teammate gets knocked and it's like in the final zone, you really can't res. You can kind of try, but you really can't because it's always
Zex
moving.
definitely can interrupt this now. It took too long to start home with res, but it looks like he's just gonna.
But if you're like, if there's a bunch of, if it's like 2 minutes left on the zone and no one's around you guys and you're like in Salty or something.
Knowing right now still at over 150 HP, the teammate has to be at 30 health. The wall comes through, trying to spray it, and it's not gonna happen. And you see Zexro right there, hands right to his head. Some solid damage done, but Yuang dropped down.
Only 8 people died.
But with that elimination, we'll back.
Oh yeah, people are gonna be. It's gonna be like 96 people zones. 100%.
Checking out the storm right now. A lot of these players, there's a lot. You guys can't see the screen. There are plenty of people who are outside. They're going to start their rotations in, and this is actually where a lot of very talented players with their aim can clean up a lot of kills. This is actually my teammate and I's. Our strategy was to try to get in those spots where you can aim people who are going to be flying throughout the sky using a lot of the slipstreams and just taking advantage of their incredible accuracy.
A little update too on Sizlucky. They did get the reboot in Fatal, so they're both back in play. Look at how slow this lobby is going, folks. 92 players left, and a definite fan favorite here. Nate Hill and Funk of FaZe Clan currently set on up near Lazy Lagoon. And Ninja, this is your landing spot that you went to with your duo reverse. What are maybe some little tips and tricks for players at home who like to land here?
All right, so there's on the boat, on the ship, every single one of the masts is like 200 wood. So you definitely want to go to those and easily get max wood in arena in probably less than 10 seconds. And also there's some metal anchors in town that you can get for about 300 metal, which is, and like the most valuable material that you can get. I mean, I'm just 91 players. I mean, are we talking about storm surge? I mean,
we haven't yet. I was going to let that be a bridge when we cross it, but
because 91 people left, I mean, how soon
we're going to be? We're going to have storm surge in every game.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be like, this is going to be nuts. You guys know what storm surge is basically the team that has done the least amount of damage is going to start taking damage until they get above the damage threshold.
Yes, and it tells the players on their screen what the damage threshold is. If you're used to playing at home, you probably have never experienced storm surge in a normal game, but it is very
From where? Why is everybody tagging me? I'm just
last until late game, earn those extra points, and wind up getting those placement points to come on through. Watching.
Wait, what are you guys playing?
I'm watching the World Cup.
Happy Ninja. It's not your normal game where you get to loot up and freely grab everything you want. Here, I mean,
Yep, fucked. Who else wants it?
Are you in a game watching the World Cup?
You have every single spot is definitely going to be contested, or have talented players who are surrounding you. You got to be constantly worried about getting sniped from the side. All it takes is 2 seconds to be caught off guard, and you can get dinged twice with infantry rifle, and boom, there goes 160 health, man, just like that.
89 players.
Later, Gel Rocks.
You guys want to play trios?
Do get cut down. 45 duos remaining. The second
zone
has
trios.
just been revealed, and again, Storm Surge will begin after that. I absolutely think it's going.
Oh, back out.
Isn't the World Cup? Well, how many games do they play in the World Cup? Is it just one, or is it like?
It's
5?
6.
6. I knew it was more than one.
Here, join Noah. Get him.
Okay. It won't let me join him. I'll just join you, I guess.
Baby health. This is not very good. We are going. Who are we? Wait, clicks qualify for duos?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he qualified with what's his face? What's his name?
Face what?
Who?
Face Sweat?
Oh, I can't remember if it was him or if it was...
It wasn't Sweat. I don't even think he qualified for duos. I'm pretty sure he was 6-time squads, or solos.
Oh, it was with Septic. It was with Septic. At least that's who his duo partner is.
Yeah, I couldn't do anything. That lobby just was trash. I couldn't do anything. I had no mats, no heals, no nothing. I basically had to turtle.
What occurs once a minute, twice every moment?
The letter M.
What?
It's the letter M. Moment is 2, minute is 1, and there's not in lifetime. Or whatever it is.
Oh.
It's supposed to be like the letter M or something.
It's the letter N for Nigeria.
Was that right?
Yeah.
I knew the joke because I was just watching a video about it and I was like, oh, that makes sense. Wait, can you guys hear this?
Is that a whistle?
No, it's a straw. It's a plant.
Is it one of those straws where you breathe in and it's just like...
It's like one of those really bendy straws that you use for like sippy cups or whatever.
Oh. I used to always scream in those.
Okay, there you go. Only if we were playing trios before yesterday, you could have played in the cash cup.
So really no one had to rotate that much and no one had to fight. So now that these circles are really just kind of...
I'm not watching the video.
Predict them.
Damn.
Who? No, that's not a trios place, retard.
Where did he mark? Sonny?
No, he marked here.
Where are you going?
I'm going tilted. Who are we?
Because no one's gonna go there since it's trios.
Right, but we'd only get like one gun apiece. That's a good duos place, but everybody lands there.
Pleasant. Yeah, no one's coming here.
Yeah, I don't see anybody.
We love DP. It is our planet. We love DP. It is our home. If you guys want to go check out my music channel, go to www.youtube. Go fuck yourself.
Okay. Wait, can you repeat that?
You're laughing too hard. You're just like... You know those things that like for...
I got chub
My
flashes.
controller died. Oh no.
Oh whoops, I accidentally threw that. If you hear an airstrike, that's mine.
I play on mouse and controller.
What?
Imagine if someone played mouse and controller.
How would you even do that? I
heard an airstrike, I'm scared.
Keyboard and controller.
That was mine.
I play keyboard and controller.
Same.
Well, I don't think you understand. I use the keyboard to move and my controller to look.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Are you playing it right now?
Yep.
No, you're not.
Troll.
Yep. That was fun. I played on it last night.
Is that why we won?
Wait, what?
I was just kidding. You're so gullible.
I was like, wait.
Yeah, Jaden, why are you so gullible?
Shut up, Owen. You actually believed it too. Stupid. Wait, no. Are you playing on it right now? Shut up.
When I was doing that emoji thing, I was trying to find a donkey for Jacob because he's a jackass.
I respect it.
It's facts.
Oh,
I can carry it. I got an airstrike.
Nice.
You should.
I threw one earlier on accident.
I'm going to Shifty Shafts.
Shitty my shafts.
Let's go. I got a big pot for one of you. And I can carry
Give it
it.
on.
Oh, here. I want to give me a big pot. I'm carrying shadow grenades and signal torches.
You shitty my shaft.
I like shitty my shafts. How long have I been gone? 5 days?
A couple days.
I may spend the night again.
I think today's 4. There's kids here.
Should I spend the night again?
Yeah.
Sure, I honestly don't care. Do whatever you want. It's very peaceful. Very peaceful.
Yeah, without Caleb.
You and Caleb. It's very peaceful.
People were here.
It's like being an only child because Jacob is
always
in his room 24/7. So.
And this is what I've been doing 24/7. I need to go outside later.
People.
Oh,
there's a ball.
Okay. Frick, he lazy, bro.
I'm throwing a snake at him. Nice. Are they houses? They're below it, right here. Goodbye, Oblivion.
Behind. Right there, got him. Nice. Here, I can double campfire.
Did you leave the party?
Yeah. I said sub Oblivion, and he freaking left. I was like, alright, later, bit.
They bit.
Yeah. I want this. Can I have that?
I was about to.
Yeah, I dropped it for you.
I was about to throw my airstrike.
No, that would have been a stupid idea. Just like last night.
What?
Who are we?
That kid destroyed me with his cat.
Have you ever I might make my edit button one of my D-pad buttons.
My edit button is L3.
What?
Yeah, that's what mine is right now, and I don't like it because I keep on pressing it when I try to build. Like, try to box up real quick.
Oh, I'm
Why
used
is
to
mine at square still?
Circle?
I'm just playing on
Square.
Butterpuff.
I never liked the
legit
Butterpuff.
Butterpuff.
I never liked Circle. I'm coming now.
People?
Oh, I love Circle. It's just I was just experimenting with different things. I used to have my like the touchpad as my pickaxe, and I've always like the last like year I've always had triangle as switch mode. Watch out above. Hey, there's a ball right here.
Where?
It fell. They're up above.
The 120.
I have 5.
20.
Break that ball.
Hit it 20 and 24.
It broke.
Here?
Throwing stings.
I'm
Doing
coming
hella
down.
damage.
Yo, watch out. Watch your back. Watch your back. Watch your back. There's still people up there. No, he's low. You got him. Break the trap. Okay, one of you res, one of you hold. Behind.
Nice. Res.
Break the wall and res. Build. Come back.
Come on.
Come back and res.
You can't.
Oh, come on.
Nice.
Go on the race.
No, get me.
There's one more guy.
Right there.
Just two.
No, it's 2.
Yeah.
Damn it. We got our points back.
I was trying to get you to res, but you didn't have any time.
Yeah, there was. I mean, maybe I could have, but.
Yeah.
You could have. If we would have all moved over a space to the right, you could have.
Good game.
Hang on, guys. I'll bring her back.
Let's try to drop a 27 bomb. Everyone gets 10 kills.
How would that be a 27 bomb?
30 bomb, I mean.
Pickaxe. Map.
Marines. My name is Sergeant Major Black. And I'm
You want to know why we're not? You want to know why we're not winning the game right now? It's because Noah's not wearing the fish skin.
Yeah.
That's very true. Let me hold on.
See, we gotta be the combo that we dropped 25 kill dub with. This is my favorite combo ever. No, I can't wait till I get the fish skin.
When you getting it?
I don't know. We'll see.
Is it still in the shop?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's right next to the branded bandages.
Should I buy the World Cup 2019 or should I just save for the Battle Pass? Let's save for the Battle Pass.
Save.
No, this one, VR headset. This VR headset.
Yo, bro, wear the VR headset.
Fine.
There. Now I can ready up.
Dude, they're still in their first game.
Yo, I am the leader. I am the leader of the pack. You two are my acquaintances.
I have to go pick up some meat in 25 minutes.
Oh yeah, when you do that, can you drop me off some clothes?
Sure.
Alright.
And then I'm just gonna turn on the live stream, leave for about 45 minutes, and then... Hey, Mom!
Hey, Mama!
$15 then. And then I'm gonna take on clothes. Alright.
They should like change the bus and stuff too next season. Like you should be able to add like bus wraps.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty sick.
Bus wraps?
Yeah, bus wraps.
Yeah, like your gun wraps, but whatever wrap you have for the bus, that's what changes the color of the bus.
Like you know how in like season 2 there's that Santa one and the bus was red and green.
Dang, we got Ghost Rider X in here.
Oh no, I'm super scared.
Dang, we're so scared.
Dude, fuck. Everybody land their same place that they landed for the 25 kill game.
Alright, so boat.
I'm pretty sure I landed boat.
Yeah.
I'm landing drone with no one here.
Yeah, cause me and Owen both landed low and killed like one person.
These kids.
Yes, one.
No gun.
That guy just got a fucking combo.
You guys chilling? Cause I have to go somewhere else to loot.
This guy got a combat, but...
I'll be big.
On me, Jordan.
Yo, behind Owen, right here. Yo, behind two.
He's losing.
Where is he?
I want his shotgun.
Here,
okay, drop.
Below.
I'm bait.
Oh, and I got bandages on.
He's by me.
Where?
Uh-oh. He's using bandies.
No, I think that's Owen. Oh, yeah, it's more than one. It's more than one.
What? You got me.
Laser one? That one's lasered, he's thirsting.
Oh my fudge.
Bro, I lasered one. What is this other kid at?
I had no gun.
He was at 7 HP.
I had no shotgun ammo. No, are you gonna go get meat now?
No.
No.
I'll play one more good game and then I'll go.
Hey.
What are you guys just gonna play duos?
I'll maybe watch the World Cup.
Well, you gotta stay here and entertain.
Alright. Pee in the bum. And my bum is a... Never mind.
Yeah, it's your 97. I'm playing nothing but arena for the rest of the year.
Same.
Maybe I'll reach Division 7. Maybe I won't. Pussy, you're gay, you bought no allowance, you're gay. I'm gonna beat you because I have this dance. You're gay.
Yeah, happy, bro. Happy, good birthday, Drew.
I have the worst job you could get over here.
Wait, Owen, you showered, right?
Yeah, I showered yesterday.
What I thought.
I don't have that bad of a job.
I'm gonna shower again.
The same house I did last time.
I get screwed over. Yeet!
Come here. Come here, bro.
Somebody was in my house and just ran.
I found him.
We both did it. Found him. Second, dude.
GG, man.
Well, I'm
GG,
playing
Mom.
I have a gray AR.
I'm killing kids with my my revolver.
Right here.
Yeah, here.
Duo on me.
Got him.
Duo on me. Duo on me.
Go hop on.
In the
go
shop,
hop
in the
on.
shop, in the shop.
Go on, go on.
I just got tagged.
They just started snapping in the back. Yo, just come on.
I got tagged again, I'm screwed. Behind Owen, behind. Whoa!
What? What just happened? Push him.
No, yes, let's go, let's go.
Come here.
You guys don't have to reboot me. Hey, at least we got our points back.
Let's go, Noah, let's go.
I need that combat.
You guys don't have to reboot
Give me the pump. I need ammo. Combat's down here. I need pump ammo.
I'm gonna need a gun when I...
Go pick up,
Jin. Oh.
Just pick up his card.
You have to get my reboot card.
Grab his card, grab his card.
No, you can go pick me up.
Hold on, we gotta
Yo,
kill
go
him.
pick me up now. Oh, and get me up so then...
So you can go get
Yeah,
your
well, they're far away.
So you can get your loot, Jaden.
There's a combat up here.
My accuracy was over 50. I'll take the time.
Nice. You're gay, Owen. You literally built a wall. Thanks.
Where's the combat at?
Right here.
Come in here.
I need that.
Was that them? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's fucking
Fuck. I'm under stairs. Come help. I'm under stairs. Jaden, come rest. I'm under stairs. Someone come rest.
I couldn't see! Fuck this game!
What, Jacob?
Are you coming home?
What?
Are you coming home?
I don't know. Why?
His mom said that we can ride her right down to Dollar General.
Man,
Can I have sniper ammo? Can I have sniper and shotgun ammo?
I only have 5. I can't get shotgun.
Okay, can I have shotgun ammo?
What on?
I'm talking. I don't know, Jacob.
Come home, because then you can go back to Grandma's.
No.
Why? Oh wait, come on.
No.
I don't want to go alone.
Well, I don't want to go.
Oh wait, you'll go.
I'm not going.
Well, alright, whatever.
No, bro, my shotgun in the shoe. This kid's not even good either. He just should try hard.
Yeah. Alright, let's just watch the World Cup.
That's stupid. If I would have had ammo, and if that kid wouldn't have come out of nowhere.
Okay. Wait, what is that? Is that to water the garden? Wait, what? Look what she's holding. It's a water canister. Oh! No. You just fell. That's bad. Those are really high heels. I like it.
And now we just saw our second one forcing everyone
Oh,
out
second
of the
game.
north and east
I think this is
side
second.
of
Yeah,
the
this is
map.
match 2.
And also, guess what? Every single llama was found. Yep. All 5 llamas have been found, so we have some probably.
Wait, they added 5 llamas? I thought there's only 3.
No, there's 5, but they've all been B-ground. They've all been. They're only like
looking around, they're all gone.
150.
Wait, when did they add 5 llamas?
A lot of players, it's very difficult, man.
It's been like that for like a week
It
now.
looks like everyone at the World Cup here is taking their chances.
And what's kind of funny with this zone
Since
is
they're hard to
you see
find.
right out of your map, the slipstreams are there to basically help everyone get from these
So that's why we've been probably
south
finding
side
them
of
super
the map
fast.
easily into this zone. So if you kind of sit outside and wait for players to move in from the slipstream, you might be able to deal a lot of damage. And remember, you might think, oh, well, there's no way you're going to get that elimination. I'm not even talking about that. I'm saying free damage for Storm Surge, right? And that comes into play because it is going to happen very, very soon here. We're about a minute away.
It literally looks like we've been watching. But there's 84 teams, 84 players left still.
Yep. I guess that's a testament to our observers backstage. Great stuff to them. Lucky does take a bit of storm damage right there. Chug splashes in the inventory. And Ninja,
like a dolphin.
Chug splashes have came into this game and they've completely taken competitive by storm. Are they the best healing item currently in this meta?
I think that, there's a lot of items that get added where, not everyone is all unanimous about it, right? Some people do not like it. But let me tell you something about these splashes.
Who's Lucky?
I don't know.
Reactions from an item being added than when Chug splashes were added. I mean, nothing but positivity on Twitter. It was absolutely incredible. I woke up to just delightful posts. Delightful posts. Just a delightful post. Yeah. Those of you guys who don't know what they are, each one splash, they come in packs of 2. You can stack up to 6.
Mongram Mitro.
Whatever you're missing.
And they're instant. You throw them down the ground, and they can be used to heal you
Is it
and your
Mitro?
teammates around you, as well as if you really want to be a troll your enemies that are not. Here are Mongrel and Mitro in the zone, and you talked about this inventory. I'm going to come out and say it right now. There is no
Mongrel's
way
using
someone in
the
this lobby has a better
ugliest
inventory
thing ever.
than what Mongrel has right now. And when you come into this, they were already in your top 3. So they're in a position right now
He's
where
using
they
the
have
ugliest skin combo
right
ever.
here. With only 6
I would
games
use
being
Gold
played
Trooper and
after
stuff.
the first 2,
What
they
would
can
you
be your
use?
leaders.
Absolutely.
I'd
They
use
were only 2
Renegade
points away
Rating.
from first. Yep, they didn't even win the game. And Mongrel went down early before placing points were even rewarded. So, Sean in another fight with Quentin and his squad. Sean trying to take some walls here. And he's out of light ammo.
He's out of materials.
And
That's
he's
a
out
big
of
thing.
materials. So he can't even spray right now. The only thing you can do is spray an AR, and that's not really going to be effective against top players who are actually trying to take walls.
Well, the player tried to drop a trap down low to bait Aiden, but Aiden does not fall for it. This seasoned veteran trying to cover his back. Players beginning to spray on through. Stink bombs dropping, and there's one a limb. Another shot comes in.
Gets his shield. That's why he went for the thirst. Yep. And grabbed the mats. 365 mats now. He is more than that. He's got to
get out of the stinks. They've got to get out of the stinks.
So weak 2.
Look at how weak they are.
And don't they can get both Sean and Aiden. I think that's exactly what they should be split up. Now he's trying to take them 1 by 1. Getting pushed by more than one person.
Quick reaction from Aiden, but this looks like it could spell disaster for the duo. Damage dealt 639. He does go down on the quick edit.
Making plays. Now it's up to Sean. Can he clutch it? Only 2 HP. Got some minis. Picked up some ammunition now for his minigun. But looks like Spades is just way more healthy. And obviously there's 3 other players who are around him as well. So what's he going to do? Looks like he's going for high ground. Smart play. He's out of mats.
Oh, no, he does. It's got what he's got. We both freaked out.
Put himself in a nice pyramid. For those of you guys who don't know what a brick or a metal pyramid.
Big thing to know. Look at his zone. He has to push. That's it. He has to push. He has 52 health, but the zone is right at his back. He's got to go. Don't even worry about Storm Surge. They're 446
aside as well. Another shot. This is going to be taken down. I mean, that's just the worst position to be in any competitive game is being weak, low materials, low health, and being forced to push in.
Every time you watch Aiden and whoever he's playing with, they are always the most aggressive, it appears. Yes. If you remember the famous moment, I think for me, arguably one of the most famous moments in Fortnite competitive history was the Nick Merckx and Aiden duo where they made it into the big bonus about a year ago, and a crowd popped off. Well, they're always scrappy getting into eliminations. Here, the stat popped up for a second. Aiden and Sean had done 680 damage in the game. The average in the lobby was 80. They were 600 above in this lobby already. Unfortunately, though, when you fight that much, there's a higher chance of you going down. Speaking of potential fights, here's Sis Lucky and Brush.
Everyone's
we saw
triple
earlier on in the last
teaming
game
stuff.
at Fatal Fields struggle to stay alive. Now in another tough spot as they're both low on shields and low on health.
Decent rotation.
Monger on Mitro.
Launchpad again. I always want to keep stressing that. You guys have some launch pads. One shadow. One shadow can get you into another zone. Right? It's going to hopefully get you this place in speed or to a position to get some eliminations. But yeah, as you said with Aiden, we mentioned this earlier, are people going to change how they're going to play, right? Are they going to do anything different here in the World Cup? And guess what? I'm pretty sure we can say that Aiden's squad is not doing anything different. They're being incredibly aggressive. They're putting the damage down.
That's Zay and Seth.
Players who took advantage.
Mitro and
Mongrel.
Mongrel.
Top 5 leading into this game. You see
Oh,
it,
Mr. Savage.
again right there
Mr. Savage
on
and
your screen
Benji.
where the leaderboard is.
Dedra
and Mitro and Mongrel. Staying alive and holding this pyramid headed. And for people at home who might not know, he's not exposed right there, right, Ninja? He's peeking through his
Usually when people take rifts in the sky, I don't even see them.
Yeah, like, how did it such good
FPS.
Like,
still FPS. Since we only can get maxes 60.
Blue Tea's dead.
I'm gonna try. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm saving up for a PC, mouse and keyboard, a desk, and but I'm still gonna use like I'm gonna set up streams and stuff, and I'm still gonna use like controller and stuff. Should I do that?
That people can wind up going on top of, and those are brilliant to use.
Oh, absolutely. If you guys
and when I do that, I can like.
Ultimate high ground on the map without
I'm gonna
having
ask
to
my
place
mom
any
to do
maps.
that.
if I were you, I'd just buy a PC. Don't buy a mouse or keyboard, and just use your PC and just use controller on it. Or just get like a mouse. Or you're gonna have to eventually get a mouse and keyboard. So you can
I
set up
have
your
one, but my
stream.
brother took it.
So you have to pray that someone puts a launch pad
Set up
down
my
somehow.
Twitch.
And,
But you won't need it all the time. You
the
can just use a
most
controller
of these teams
for
will
that.
mess that up. Now, we talked about our Game 1 winners, the team that took home the Victory Royale, which is, again, 10 placement points, the max you can get for placement in these games. It was Zayt and Saf, and they're currently set on up in this zone for the moment.
Did they just get the zone as well? Are they the yellow team in the mini-map? I mean, they're close enough for sure. I can see. I think, no, actually, no, they got to rotate a little bit, but look, they got 4 shockwave grenades.
Yep. And they'll be all
Airwalks
right.
and
They'll be able to make it happen.
Flats.
Here we go. They have to rotate the
Arkham,
farthest. Look how many
1x.
SAC players are on this side of the lobby
Falconer.
right now, and they're all going to have to move very soon.
Yeah. Arkham and Falconer have a tough rotation ahead. Slacks and Keys. Watch them fight a little bit earlier on against Landjock and
to pop
Punisher.
those heals till his teammate comes in.
Yep. No, he missed one. No, his teammate's full. Teammate's full. Don't worry.
And then like I can set up stream and get big,
I was playing
and
with
then
Myth the other
just
day,
like.
and he was using a lot of chug splashes without me, so hey, really sensitive.
I like
on it.
this.
Still really sensitive.
We'll let you and Myth handle that.
But there's like
as,
more than 1 million people on Twitch, so
there, but,
so
we
hard
continue
to
move on,
get people on your
in
stream
this
and
fight.
donate.
This is game 2 of 6, folks. The matches will be going on throughout the day. 62 players left in this one, 35 duos. And you see Arkham and Falconer. It looks like they did a duo shockwave to try to fly across the map together.
Good teamwork.
As the frantic rotation begins to move on in, more Storm Surge will soon begin to come into play as well.
Jack, I have a question for you, man.
Yes.
Oh, Spades is.
Once these circles start closing in, they're so small.
Oh, that
What do you
sucks
think
for
is the play?
Spades.
To rotate in right away once it's revealed if you're far
Papa
out, or
slurp
to wait until
Spades.
the
You kind of
last
have to.
For me, it completely comes down to what you have left, what you have
Yeah, he's
right
popping
where
it.
you are at the leaderboards as well. If I'm in a position where I know I
He
need
just
to
popped
make
the
some
slurp.
ground up on the leaderboards, I want to rotate early and try to begin to spray back on the opponents to get some free eliminations.
Yes.
If you get the zone on you, you begin to just build on.
Wait, is a
and get that
computer
height
and a
and
monitor
spray
the
on
same
down
thing,
as
or is
well.
just a monitor
In this one, though,
just
again,
like
all
a?
comes down to rotation. If you have nothing
No,
to
a
take it
computer
your way, I think you
is
play late and hope someone else drops a launch
a
pad
base,
near you and
a
use that
PC
to your
basically.
advantage.
Yeah, we're looking over here at Ewing 3.
And what's a monitor? Is
The,
it?
the monitor is just like the
A
screen.
very delicious loadout.
Oh, the PC is that like one thing that's in. Alright.
Like the box or the chip or whatever you put in your monitor. Like I'm playing on a monitor right now.
You are? Yeah.
Yes, he does. And
What type of monitor? Just like a regular one?
Yeah, it's actually pretty big for a monitor. It's like one of those monitors that I use
I'm on a TV.
It literally looks like he's marking exactly what
I used to play on a TV, but my TV broke, so now I play on an old monitor.
You guys saw the pyramid. It's exactly what Jack talked about earlier. You need 2 walls, 2 layers protecting you from one of those walls, so that double sniper will not take you down.
But I'll probably like save up until like we finish our house. We just need to do like our downstairs because we already got new siding and stuff. So we just need to do our downstairs, and our downstairs is gonna be like our gaming room and like our man cave.
Not as bad a position for the low ground players. Here's a look at Mongrel Mitro. Remember, Mongrel did go down early on in the last game.
Why is he just staying there and listening to builds?
Very, very quickly. They're far above this storm surge, so they're good for the moment, and there's the replenish from his teammate in Mitro. 64 total builds left.
Always see them doing this. They always split half and half maps with one another, and then they go and collect the others. And it's just a perfect way of making sure that you guys have equal material.
Oh yeah, we should do that.
Saf just sneaking up through with that shadow bomb. The spray coming in from Mongrel. Big bomb is hit as well. Everyone focusing these players on the outside. They've got the minigun fire.
I kind of want to play Arena Duo. You can just try that out.
As we move into our pit zone.
Dang it!
Is closing in, and that could be forcing
Well,
everyone
ask my
to
brother to
say
bring the
something
mouse
right
and
now.
keyboard.
In towards Pleasant Park, guys, this is absolutely insane. 51 players still remain, by the way, in a circle this small.
See if he left.
They're just trying to get as many limbs possible as people are rotating in.
Mitro on the right screen with that minigun has 631 bullets. Just sprayed down with Mongrel in a fight. Gets one player weak, but does have to back on him.
Didn't get the clutch. Someone else stole the kill from him.
Mitro gets chucked as well.
Alright, I'm gonna call him.
Have a launch pad, but again, when you're in a situation like this, low ground, they're getting sprayed with nothing but grenade launcher shots and frag grenades, and they're both going to be eliminated. And Mongrel also, sorry, Airwax just went down as well.
And you see Cease in the elimination feed. Does look like, remember early on, Elevate did go down. There's
so delicious.
They go for it. Zane Sap, do they do it?
Do you go for it? There's a launch pad there and so many materials.
This is game-changing loot right now. They've got the builds to go for it if they want.
They're gonna do it.
They're gonna make the play.
A gold combat shotgun too, man.
Zane and Sap uncontested. That's one of those risk versus reward plays that can help set them up for 2 victory royales in a row.
Mongrel and Mitro's loot too, man.
Oh, that was making a statement. And we know that was juicy loot.
Yeah, they're making a statement saying, listen, we're from NA, we're here to play. Taking out the evil, they took them out, they're definitely taking their loot.
I'm probably gonna make a switch from mouse and keyboard soon.
Rotation items too.
That's when I get like
each have a launch
PCs
pad. Both
and
have
stuff.
2 shotgun grenades, and they're gonna go. He didn't get it though. They try to get both at the same time. Gonna be flying, and this is it. Another massive rotation going to be taken to the center of Pleasant Park. They're 167 damage above the threshold, so they're looking pretty good right now. The question is, are they going to keep mid-ground, go for low ground, high ground? What's the play?
They didn't get the launch
That was
pad.
the worst launch pad ever.
He might have to use his own. Yes, he does again, and that actually works out. He hits his head on something.
I want to play Arena Duos just to like
play. They're going to challenge high ground.
No, I just want to watch this because I don't want to get wrecked.
Many would think was impossible, which is win back-to-back games in the stacked lobby. Just saw Falconer in the feed as well. Arkram with an elimination too. 19 duos left as we're moving towards the placement points, Ninja, and these duos know exactly that. 3 points if you make it in the top 15, which could be the difference between first and dead last.
What are they going to do? Are they going to prioritize rotation in and not taking damage, or are they going to try to play it a little risky and go for the limbs? If you're going to be shooting, going for limbs, definitely open up to a lot of spray, shotgun shots, AR shots, someone suddenly taking the high ground on you. So it all depends on how their play style is going to unfold, man.
Many more duos remaining in this game, unlike the last one. Zane with another elimination right there on a KBB. You got Snappy and Red Rush on the high ground, and Sap
over the play. The high ground play.
The high ground take. Will he get
that was a good high ground take.
Zane's got high ground. Zane has
that was a good high ground, bro.
They go to try to push for 2 victory royales in a row. Sap is there as well, but Snappy just appeared right behind Sap and shotgunned him down right there.
Hello, Noah.
Zane right now is going to have to concede to the high ground, giving it to Snappy. And he's just going to have to stay alive as long as possible, try to get some placement points. He is obviously a talented player, top player. He can definitely make something happen, and I'm interested to see what he's going to do.
Cease has been by himself since the first moment of this game when Elevate went down at 98 players remaining, and he's somehow still alive. There goes Mega. You've got Darox and Item on the low ground. Vorwin getting chopped down as well. Zate with about 100 HP. Uh-oh. Here comes Vinny and Zexro. They're trying to challenge for the high ground.
Keys right now being held in the storm with 5 limbs. He's going to be eliminated from the back. Zay taken down as well. Snappy still with the high ground. Zex and Vinny and TSM crew looking good, and they're going to take it. They just took high ground. Snappy gave it to him.
And they just got the high ground. Great use of the shockwave as well. Vinny as well as Zexro on hype for the moment. 5 eliminations so far. They're putting their names in the hat for potential victory royale in this game.
They go down, right? They want those limbs.
Vorwin now with eliminations back to back. 4 players left in this one. Zexro and Vinny spraying from the high ground. It's a 2 versus 1. The player right on the edge of the zone. The shockwave into the air. And he's going to drop on down to hype for the moment. The spray coming on in. It's not enough. Zexro and Vinny.
TSM takes game 2 with style. Both alive. You love to see it.
The victory royale and 7 eliminations.
Look at that.
Vinny's hyped and Zexro looks like
he was stunned.
They forgot his fries on a fast food order. Why am I thinking about food?
Oh my, you know, Jack, it's pretty expected at this point. But God,
it's unreal.
2 NA teams have taken game 1 and game 2, and honestly, I think that we can all say that the teams hyped up the most have been even. Guess what? Mongrel and Mitro, man, they've also been performing well. They still have so many points from eliminations.
Yep.
Oh man, what a great shotgun shot. They were perfectly in sync. They're even jumping and shotgunning at the same time. Vinny pop off, man. You love the pop off.
So hyped. Zexro's about to start cranking 90s or default dancing in the lobby.
Like he's trying to talk about literally what are they going to do in the next game.
Yeah.
Like that's what that focus is. That reminds me, I've been in this situation before.
He could grab his hand so he could shake it.
For himself, man. That's a top teammate, man. Great synergy.
What a start to today's competition. The energy in here is insane. I am looking around and there are thousands and thousands of people filling up the Arthur Ashe Stadium live from New York City. Again, my name Jack Courage Dunlop, joined by Tyler Ninja Blevins for what is the first ever Fortnite World Cup Finals. $30 million on the line this weekend. Millions will be tuning on in from across the world. There's so many ways to watch, and we're just one third of the way done with today's action, and it's already been fantastic.
I don't even want it to end, man. I could be here all night. These games are incredible.
Yep.
And just listen, if you guys are watching at home, you guys want to be here. Right? You guys want to be competing.
Oh, and invite
me
once.
Watch these players. Watch how they build. Watch the fights that they take, the way they rotate. And we'll see you guys here next year, man.
Well, guess what? Game number 2 ended with style with the North American duo of Vinny and Zexro taking it. They're on the floor with none other than Jordan Fisher.
Thank you so much, Courage. I appreciate that. NA showing up and taking care of business. Games 1 and 2, Vinny and Zexro with a fantastic in, both together, which is an incredible thing, right? Walk me through the just in-game for you guys.
So the comp's kind of hectic because of the noise, but we're just really good at playing together. Like, we're the longest duo that have played together, so yeah, we just know to.
Great. Fantastic work, guys. Back to you, Ninja and Courage. JD!
Thank you so much, Jordan, the duo of Vinny and Zexro. You know, they've always been known as being so aggressive.
Yeah.
From all the times we've seen them in these competitive tournaments. While they might be some younger players, they've definitely been around the block here in competitive Fortnite.
Again, you just see them, just like a lot of other talent here, always at the top of the duo qualifiers every single week. Even though they already qualified, they continue to keep playing and practicing. Guess what? They just took the game number 2. You got to be pumped right now, man. Once you win one of these games, you can't let up, though. Again, and that's why I love that energy. Zex was immediately I felt like he was just talking about, what are we going to do next? Hey, man, good job. We won that. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Right? How are we going to change? Maybe even do better somehow. Get more limbs in game 3.
No, for sure. And they know that. They're not going to take their foot off the gas pedal. Folks, we have our standings after game number 2. Where are things playing on out? It is still Zate and Sap at the top. Dubs and Mega at 18 points in second. Zexro and Vinny, with that performance, go from 0 points up to 17, Ninja. And that is the beauty of how this plays on out. Anyone can have a pop-off game and come right back. Mongrel and Mitro still in your top 5, as well as Serpent, Hype, Darox, Item, Vorwin and Tux, Snappy and Red Rush all there. While Zate and Sap do have a nice little lead right now, nobody is safe from the rest of this lobby. I'll tell you that right now.
I mean, just take a look at the points, Courage. You got 11 points, right? Benji and Mr. Savage, they fell out of the top 10. But look at that. Storm and Epic Whale, 12 points. Daedra, M11Z, 12 points, 12 points, 12 points. all they need is 2 or 3 points, 2 or 3 extra eliminations right there, and boom, they'll move up 6 places. Yep. You know what I mean? So it's still anyone's game, all right? 2 pop-off games, 1 pop-off game, boom, you're already in the top 5.
Remember, if you get 50th place or 11th place, from that whole time in between, you win $100,000 as a duo.
Still.
But if you go from 10th up to 1st, it jumps all the way to $3 million. So everyone, eyes on that top prize. We are just 1/3 of the way through the action today, but I know we've had a lot of fun up here, Ninja. What an absolute blast. Ladies and gentlemen,
here,
can we give a round of applause to Ninja for hopping in for some guest casting? What a great job.
Thank you, man.
Always a pleasure, brother.
Pleasure to be here.
That's going to do it for us for now up here on the caster desk, but I know Zeke is down on the floor with some notes for you all.
Thank you guys so much, man. What an awesome first 2 set of games from Saf and Zay locking down the lobby to Zexro and Vinny just coming in super clutch. And of course, guys, you've been here. We got to see Ninja. He got to go ahead and commentate some games. So what I want to know from you is, have you guys had a good time? Have you enjoyed it? If so, let's just let me hear you. You know, that was so-so. Let's pretend I didn't ask. Have you guys been enjoying yourselves? That's what I'm talking about. Obviously, we've got quite a bit more games left to get through, but, you know, if you've been watching for a long time, you know I'm a big fan of everyone that loves Fortnite. It's all about bringing people together. And I like to say Fortnite fam, that's my thing. That's what I do. And you know, there's actually a lot of people from around the world that have come here to compete, to watch, to be part of all of this. And I thought, what better way to give back to you guys than to teach you how to say Fortnite from all around the world. So in just a moment, we're going to take a look at a video, and I can't wait because this is actually the first time I'm seeing this. A lot of work went into making this happen. So I can't wait for us to watch this together. Let's take a look.
Hello Fortnite fam.
포트나이트 팬 여러분들 안녕하세요.
Привет, Fortnite team.
Jag är till Rio.
Och kära Fortnite-folk.
Jag är fan du Fortnite.
What's up Fortnite fam?
Fortnite 팬 여러분들 안녕하세요.
What's up Fortnite fam? Hey, 저는 Fortnite fan. What's up Fortnite fam?
Was geht, Fortnite-Freunde?
冠军等着我们。
What's up, Fortnite fam?
Yo, what's up, Fortnite fam?
Are you trying to do the floss?
Sorry, I'm texting.
What's up, Fortnite fam? What's up, Fortnite fam?
What's up, Fortnite fam? What's up, Fortnite fam?
E aí, galera do Fortnite?
What's up, Fortnite fam?
G'day, Fortnite fam.
Bonjour, comment ça va les fans de Fortnite?
G'day, Fortnite fam.
Cheer up, Fortnite fam.
What up, boys?
That was even better than I thought it would be. Just embrace it. We, as a collective, are the Fortnite fam. Get used to it. We're here to stay. Now, guys, you know, there's a few more things I want to take a look at before we hop back into the next game. One of the things to kind of do if you're here or if you're at home, you've been watching, Ninja actually had a pretty dope hoodie, a World Cup kind of exclusive hoodie. Would you like one of those things? Would you like one of the crazy World Cup shirts that we have? You can totally get your hands on one. Head on over, retailroad.com. Get yourself a nice shirt. We've got some hoodies. We've got hats. We've even got the little drone that's the battle bus. It looks amazing. The top balloon is actually the drone, so you've got the bus that's literally flying around. You best believe I'm going to pick one up and mess around with my family. They're not ready for it. But there you go. There's some on your screen. Also, that Drift shirt, by far, my favorite piece of merchandise ever. Those of you that really do know me, you know I love Drift. He's easily my favorite character. But just some cool things. If you're looking to get some World Cup exclusive thing, go ahead and take a look. Now, for those of you who have also been watching kind of all 10-week qualifiers long, you know we love Golden Boy. And there's actually one thing specifically he was kind of telling people as we were going through interviews. And that was, hey, when we get to New York, you're going to be in my hometown. Let's catch up and get a slice of pizza. Now, I know you're thinking, wait a minute, Zeke, what about like everyone else? Why is it just Golden Boy? Well, he's a Golden Boy and he's selfish and he wanted the pizza all for himself. Get called out. That's right. Now the world knows. But a few of those players actually took us up on the offer. They went out for some pizza. They had a night on the town. So let's take a look together and check this out.
New York City. We got the Statue of Liberty, Central Park, the Empire State Building, and the first ever Fortnite World Cup Finals. I couldn't be more excited about the greatest Fortnite players from around the world coming to my hometown to duke it out. But before the action started, I took World Cup qualifying players Aiden and Chinkin out to show them the Big Apple, starting with PC Gaming Cafe, Waypoint.
What's up, boys? Hey. Welcome to Waypoint. Good to see you. Good to meet you. Good to meet you. All right, fellas, let's go and grab a drink.
Let's go.
All right. All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here in my hometown, New York City. Thoughts on it so far? Chinkin, we'll start with you. Yeah. Hot and a lot of people. Also, welcome to New York.
Sweet, you're dead from Storm too.
In Austria?
Austria, like I'm near Salzburg.
And the population.
So bad.
I think it was like 40,000 people in the train that you were in. On
so
the way.
Bad.
Yeah, so many people. Now I want to talk about the competition at hand because obviously this is going to be the biggest opportunity, I would imagine, of your lives. You're going to be playing in front of a massive crowd. Is there a way as a player that you prepare for that?
I don't think like there's a way to like prepare for it.
Yeah.
But try to like calm down, not get like nervous, not get shaky and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we should be good. Like.
It's still crazy having like a live crowd.
Yeah.
I try not to take tournaments like too seriously. If I play relaxed, I feel like I do better. I remember when everyone's like, this guy looks like he's just chilling on his couch at home, the casters, and it was like, I was just relaxed, you know, and I feel like I played better.
Okay, so gentlemen, we're going to be heading off to some different sites around the city. We're going to go to Washington Square Park, so let's go and check it out. All right, so now here we are in Washington Square Park, gentlemen. And I love the fact that we've conveniently set this up. I don't know what these pieces would symbolize.
I don't know.
I'm not too sure. Is it like king or queen? While we have this here, let's talk about competition. You guys are potentially going to be facing off against each other. Have you thought about that now?
I don't know. I just don't want to feel the L2 spam like.
Oh, you don't want to feel the L2 spam?
I've watched them play a little bit. Him and Stompy, they're very like, I've seen them play aggro before. It's pretty scary. So if you have chemistry where you can play without even talking, you guys know what you're gonna do. That's like, a team like that's gonna win. So
what you guys are gonna experience this weekend. This is the first Fortnite World Cup. You're going to be playing for millions of dollars, potentially. Has that even set with you guys yet?
Even if it's not me, I'm thinking there's going to be millionaires after this tournament. Yeah. There's going to be millionaires.
Life-changing money.
I try not to be, I'm not like greedy about it or anything. It's really nice to see like people that nobody know about and they could just blow up off of this.
All right, I'm going to dive more into that, but I think it's time to get a slice of pizza. Take you out for a good pizza. We'll get some pizza. To give everyone pizza. Yeah, I'm gonna show up with 2 giant boxes of pizza. Say I won't, Bala. Say I won't. And I kept telling people, hey, I want to get a slice of pizza with you. You know, all the players, and they all ignored me. You know? So thank you guys so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. Obviously, this has been an incredible journey for you all. You're now on the precipice of one of the biggest events in the history of all competitive gaming.
I'm happy that it was a fair chance for everybody, you know, open qualifiers.
Yeah.
You could have no exposure, but if you're good, you get in the tournament. So I'm just really thankful to be here, and I'm going to enjoy my time here.
Yeah, we just try to like make our fans happy. I'm really looking forward to play on the stage in front of 100,000 people.
Do you feel like the fans and how they've been supporting you all on this road to this, do you feel like that adds a little bit to this pressure?
Honestly, it's just more support for me. I feel more like happy to be here when there's all these people, whether they're rooting for me or other players. Fortnite's grown so much, and I just can't wait to see all like the crowd, and I know it's gonna get bigger and bigger.
How did he hit me out of the air with the
best
shotgun?
Of luck at the Fortnite World Cup this weekend. Seriously, nothing but the best for you. But
More than
we're in
100
the thick of
damage.
things here in New York. So I think we got to get some more pizza. You guys down? All right, let's do it. New York's got everything, and this weekend, most importantly, it's got the Fortnite World Cup. Now that these two have had their slice, let's see how they handle the competition.
Good guy, Golden Boy. You gotta love him. You can't not. He's just the best, and it's really cool that he got to go out, hang out with Aiden, get some pizza, and, just tour New York. You love to see it. You love to see it. Now, guys, there is actually a dynamic duo that we want to talk to. We actually have Jordan Fincher standing by. He's going to be chatting with Nyx and PF Zin. These guys qualified back from the Brazilian region, and they've got some things to say. So, Jordan, let's go over to you.
Thank you, my friend. I've got Nyx and PF Zin here. Nyx, you have been absolutely dominating in the last few weeks, especially where the solos and the duos are concerned, being the first Brazilian player to qualify for the World Cup. Can you talk to me a little bit about the dynamic that the two of you share as partners?
Nyx, você estava dominando nas últimas semanas, principalmente para os qualifiers da World Cup. Você pode falar um pouco sobre a dinâmica de vocês?
Eu e o PFzinho costuma jogar bem agressivo e tentar pegar o máximo de eliminações possível.
PFZ and I, we try to play as aggressively as possible and get as many eliminations as we can.
As you should in the name of Battle Royale, right? Now, PF Zin, you seem to balance out the fiery kind of loose cannon nature of Nyx, who is obviously a dominant player, kind of helping him set up for a solid end-game. What's it been like to work with such a young and fiery player like Nyx?
PFzinho, você parece que você consegue contrabalançar o estilo bem incendiante do Nyx. Então, como é que é isso para você fazer esse lado mais balanceado da dupla?
Basicamente, eu tenho uma role de suporte, então eu meio que fico nas backlines e ele vai na frente. Quando a gente tem o high ground, por exemplo, ele tem a função de ficar embaixo matando todo mundo e eu controlando o high ground. Basicamente é um lado mais estratégico, enquanto ele é o lado mais agressivo.
Basically, I have more of a support role. Whenever we're in high ground, I'm just more in the background supporting him. Like he has a more aggressive role.
Setting him up.
Yeah.
To fire the loose cannon at the end. It reminds me of the very W key in a West that I play on all the time, and that has really, just got me out cranking my 90s on a regular basis. You know about that courage, right? Am I right? Back to you.
Whoa. Jordan, it's back to me. Come on, Courage, he's just found the chicken parmesan. Someone whispered the word and he went running. You hate to see it. Also, big shout out to Nyx and PF Zin. I actually chatted with Nyx very quickly. He walked up and was like, "Hi, I'm Nyx." And I'm thinking, this guy knows how to talk. So I talked a bunch of stuff, told him how much I loved him. Turns out he didn't understand any of it. So I had to get a translator and tell him that I love him. But that's how things go. Now, of course, guys, I know what you want. You want more games. We have 4 more on deck. So I think for now, we're going to send it back up to Golden Boy and Monster. They're going to get us into these games. So how's CJ Mike Realm? Play us in.
All right, huge shout out to DJ Mike Realm, spinning the ones and twos here at the Arthur Ashe Stadium. Golden Boy alongside Master Team Face, Boricua Boys back at it again, looking to bring you the fun as we have games 3 and 4 on deck. And so far, this has been one of the most exciting events I've ever been to. That game 1 was ridiculous. Game 2 did not disappoint as well, Monster.
No, it didn't. I thought for a second there we're going to see back-to-back performances from Zay and Sap.
PS2,
And I mean, we honestly
PS3,
did. Everyone that was in the top 10
PS4,
contested, even Miz and Daedra, they were performing. We saw them cut it all the way through. And it's that level of consistency that's going to cut the difference in making it all the way through the top 10 and being a World Cup winner.
What I've loved seeing is that standings page, top 10,
international through and through. You got the Japanese players popping off, European players popping off, players from New Zealand. Everyone's putting in every little bit they can. But folks, it's now time for game number 3. The players are all loaded up in the battle bus, and we are about to take off. Let's see who's going to get that much closer to raising the trophy and being your Fortnite World Champions of Duos. Here we go.
Keep it going, Golden Boy, because we are jumping into game 3 as these cameras populate. Your favorite competitors are here. They've made it this far. It's the duo competition. If you were nervous before, hopefully they kicked the bucket over this little break here, and they're back, and they're recuperating.
I know I practically kicked the bucket after Vinny and Zetro won game 2, man. I was feeling it, man. It was nuts. And there they are on your screen. So the drop for the bus here, it's going to be a north to south one going right over that ice biome. It's going to cut pretty much center of the map there. And Vinny and Zextro, I'm very happy that they're performing this well, Monster. This is a duo that had so much success. Even going into the World Cup qualifiers, we all were like, yeah, this is a duo that definitely should make it. This is a duo that, hey, they could even win the whole thing. Yeah. And then tragedy struck as Zextro had a few problems with you know, arthritis and different things with his hands. And I'm make sure I'm getting that right. And I'm just bummed out about that. Good to see them here showing up, man. That's huge.
I mean, that's what you expect of our competitive veterans, specifically Zextro, Vinny. They go back to as many of the LAN tournaments that we've seen, as does Zay and Sap. But anyways, in here we have UN KBB. He's going to take down Mexi. Is Scram close by? Is he close enough? And this is a battle going down in Snobby Shores. So off the rip here, we have players getting dropped. That's actually going to be our first elimination. Lucky for us to catch that one. But there's shots coming in from the Viking Island right up above. And he just kind of turns a corner, sweeps him up, catches that full elim there. So that's his now. We got a little toe-to-toe action here, Golden Boy.
Very rough situation to be in here, but Zextro now looking to engage in this one. Potentially here is going to have... We're going to go over to his POV now. Kind of get, it's a little wild, man. It's like just getting the bearings all together here, I think, for the players as well. That moment where they can just have that conversation. What are they going to do? How are they going to just implement their strategy going into the next game? What is that strategy going to be? Do you mix it up? Do you change your drop spots? These are things that are going to be so important for these players. The time that they can take to just communicate with one another. Now, Scram looking to be potentially in a world of hurt here. We heard from Nyx, PFZin earlier on. This is the Brazilian duo. I don't think they know that. Yes, Scram, they're going to be on the hunt for him, so they know that he's around here. They're just trying to sniff him out.
Yeah, and if you were in the players' lounge, you could feel the tension, specifically when we brought up the Brazilian duos, the Brazilian players. These guys qualified, and they qualified with heavy elimination. Nyx especially being one of our only players to like literally qualify as hard as you can in the, you know, for the weekend.
He was at it each and every week. You constantly saw him at the top every single time. It was so impressive, and also qualified for solo, so we'll be seeing Nyx tomorrow. And then you got Scram. He's got 2 eliminations, but he's just hiding this one out. He hears him making all that ruckus, all the noise around him. And Scram just does not want to give up his position. Perhaps he grabbed his teammate's reboot card. He's maybe looking for that play. But Nyx and PFZin, they have to have an idea of where he's going to be located here.
Yeah, he does not want to give up his position here. He's actually just hiding in the basement right now, hoping that these guys just kind of blow by like dust in the wind right here. As Nyx and PFZin, they think it's clear. They think it's all good because they came in and they just wrapped up one of the other players. They actually didn't initiate the battle against Mexi and Scram here. So Scram might just get lucky and be able to kind of sneak on by as he hears this powerhouse duo, this Brazilian duo, kind of loot their way through and make their way to the zone soon.
And loot they definitely will, because they're getting a lot of resources out of this. Scram over in the distance. He's going to be out of there, but now we're making our way over to the action. It's happening with 7SSK7. Got Spades and Crimmed. Now looking to push on for this fight here, potentially. Got some shots going off. Crimmed is going to play that overlook position. Getting challenged there and trying to use that advantage from the download. A little bit of that right hand, right? Just see if he can get a peek in there. Does get tagged up, Crimmed. Guy does back away there. Does manage to build out. And Spades is going to force him out. There you go. So they're just right now playing for that positioning, and I like the fact that they're using these, you know, the natural high grounds, right? get to the top, hold it down. Don't really focus too much on just trying to get in their face quite yet. Give yourself that moment of opportunity and really get a lay of the land and then going for the engagement.
Yeah, absolutely. The best duos will try their best to isolate their opponents, really force them into, you know, very weird situations like this, force the 1v1s, and hopefully get those free shots and then pursue the push here. So again, look at how now they're split up again. So Spades and Crims are doing a great job here pressuring and isolating their opponents right now. And so far, they're definitely dictating the pace of battle here.
Yeah,
that's what they want to continue to do.
They're suffocating them. Plain and simple, right? Not let them get any kind of movement there. I mean, Jam side in 7SSK7, they're having a conversation of what the play is. What is the movement going to be? But Crims and Spades are not going to allow them that opportunity to breathe. That's going to be the down there. Crims managing to knock down Jam side. He's looking for 7SSK7 around the corner, and that's going to be the elimination registered. Both players are going to be out of there. And a big win there for Crimson Spades.
What a clean push right there. Crimson Spades have so much to prove here because when they qualified, they were kind of looked down on like, wait a second, was it luck? Was it not? No, they're here to show it off and show why they're at the World Cup Finals. But now, hopping back with Miz and Daedra, we saw them have a great game one, came out top 10, and they're still in the running. They're in about the top 10 right now as well, based off of eliminations. Not necessarily picking up too many placement points. They're heavily dependent on just piping up these players at these points of interest, and looks like Lucky Landings is theirs right now.
And they'll have that, but let's see. Miz and Daedra. They linger about it. I love the fact that you go to this hot spot here, so there is going to be a bunch of free items that you're going to be able to pick up on. Also, you're going to have that circle advantage. It's right there. So you don't got to worry too much. You can continue to focus on looting. High ground has been lost, though. Miz needs to be careful. Where's Daedra at? He's going to be right next to him, trying to get these angles.
So what they have to do, they have to stick together. Looking for the sound cues right here. Can they find their opponent, catch a nice little low ground peek right here? Low ground is definitely underrated. If you can just kind of peek out, catch a big shot, you're almost guaranteed a headshot, which is a big multiplier.
Yeah, players don't really think about that, right? Like you always see Fortnite players go after the high ground. That's the bread and butter for a lot of players that play this game. But you know better than most that the low ground can pay dividends for you if you know how to take advantage of that positioning, and maybe some overzealous players to try and get aggressive on you. You got Gustavo along with Wishy.
I'm actually very interested to see if Gustavo's going to lead this push here, because specifically between these two players right here, this duo, this Brazilian duo, Gustavo doesn't necessarily lead the pushes. It's Wishy. Wishy's the aggressive one here. So he has the ultimate high. He's always looking for the shot. What are they going to do? It's just a nice standoff.
Yeah, and that's this whole event, right? Players have just been very cautious about what they want to do. They are not trying to get too aggressive in these fights. They know what's on the line here. Millions in prizing is on the line. You do not want to make a bad decision. Be one of those teams that are eliminated out early on. But Gustavo's going to be putting shots down. Focusing this player, forcing him to actually build up. He has no builds to work with as well. 19 HP remaining, and just a hope and a prayer, but unfortunately for him, that was not going to be enough there. Gustavo's out. Wishy isn't going to happen for him either. And Miz, he's feeling it. That's going to be 2 elims for this duo.
You gotta love the snarky little smirk right there on his face when you get those 2 points.
Smirky.
Feels so good.
It's really good. It feels really good. And then Volks and Parpy. And look at this. Parpy actually dealing with this battle. And this other player that actually got the high ground against him was focus firing on Volks. Parpy pushing back here. I wonder, you get split up like this, but Volks and Parpy, they love playing a very aggressive style. They'll get in your face. They'll box you out if they need to.
Yeah, without a doubt, this duo was unmatched when it came down to eliminations in the qualifying rounds. They had the most, actually, and even pulled off a consecutive 5 victories in 8 games to qualify for one of the weekends. Volks and Parpy, another kind of reference to game 1. They had a great game 1. We saw them picking up duos, but we haven't seen them necessarily make it through the end game. All they have to do is kind of slow it down here, and that's what they're trying to do, but being split up is terrible.
Also, in the distance, I just want to make note, Wolfie's a very aggro controller player. He's another one. I think that we've seen a fun mixture of players that look to get that safe approach to the game, and then others that just want to take early fights, get some points early on, because maybe they're playing that early game strategy rather than like focusing so hard. Like if you get late game, that's great, but you do want to rack up a few eliminations. Look how low the points are that have been thus far in games 1 and 2. Get yourself a few elims and then maybe manage to make it to that top 15, which is very hard given how many players have stayed alive in this game. Games 1 and 2, we were at what, circle 5? Yeah, circle 5. I think we were sitting at like 45, 46 players who are just waiting for movement.
Yeah, and that's where that storm surge kicks in, right? Does damage to players. That's feeling back. But Crew and Chapels, one of my picks to watch, have sort of been struggling in the format so far. I guess when the real pressure's on, you know, the environment shifts, right? Everything changes.
That's right. Everything changes here, and Crew does manage to get that shot off, or attempted to, with that tactical shotgun. It was not going to get the connection necessary there, but it did put the fear in the player to have to back away. Both players, well, respecting the space from one another. The stinkers come out. Crew and Chapix having to get out of there, and they're going to use those, I believe, the shockwave nades to just fly on out of there. Didn't see the purple over their bodies there, but they were able to fly on out of that fight. Could have gotten real risky for them.
I was going to say, that was a respectful disengage. You only got 6 games here, 2 of which have happened.
That's
they
right.
need big performances. They have to push towards placement and end game. So good on them to kind of back up, man. When you have stinkers, there's no defense against it. You get chunked down right through your builds. It really is annoying to go against. And speaking about the stinkers here, Epic Whale's under pressure right now, and that's just going to chunk him down. They force him off of the campfire, and we'll see if he returns to it. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, you're only going to get so much time with that campfire. Epic Whale along with 40R Storm. This is a week 10 qualified duo. Last moment you could possibly have it happen, and they managed to pull it off. Maybe this could be the game for them. Another dominating duo in the scene, Airwalks and Nikov. Airwalks winning the Pro-Am yesterday 2 times now. This is a whole new ball game. Best players in the world in this lobby. It's not going to be a cakewalk, and he knows that. It hasn't been the best run thus far for Airwalks and Nikov.
Yeah, and it was their last final games there. Notice the text right there. The fast track, Airwalks and Nikov qualified for the Fortnite World Cup in their final 7 games. That's intense. They were struggling so close on the cusp every single weekend, so close to qualifying. If it was 5 placements, they were 6 or so like that. It was that close for them. But jumping in here, Crew is going to put some pressure down, and it looks like his teammate has been traded out as well. He's already gone. Also going to see some eliminations over in the feed as well. You got Crew who just cleaned up on Volks, but Septic took out X-Mend. And then I think I saw XXM pop up there on the receiving end of a shot there, so will be out of the action as well. Crew by himself has 1 elimination. Going to be looking to get as many points as possible. Now we're going to be sitting with 40 duos left alive. We're going into the next circle here in just a little bit. It's going to start to collapse. Salty Springs is going to be the point of interest for all of our players here. Got a lot of bodies that are going to be lingering outside. Some that are even as far out as Dusty Divot, like on the northern end of it, sticking around there. So maybe trying to get some last-minute loot, perhaps. We'll have to see. Here is Parpy looking for that peak. Volks and Parpy always tend to stay together, but wait a second, that was a tricky little shockwave right there. He did try to sneak his way into the build. He takes the wall. What are you going to do with it? Crew's still looking for the replacement here. He gets it on land, takes the wall. 184! Crew's excitement, you can feel it from here. That was a huge shot. With the new tactical shotgun, the legendary.
That's right. When you're feeling it, man. He went right for the fight. Ambitious, the young player there from Sweden, 15 years of age, man, and he's playing for millions of dollars. So many of these players, they're just young ones. We have a lot of young fans here in the arena today. Maybe next year this could be them. And then you got a few of the veterans. Zexro, Vinny, saw Nate Hill, as well as Funk Mongrel, Mitro, Aiden there in the corner of the screen. And back over to our Game 2 winners, Zexro and Vinny. No eliminations to their name thus far. I mentioned Wolfie's aggro controller player. He went right for Nyx and just take him out on that one.
Yeah, I definitely want to see Wolfie hopefully catch some more highlights before the weekend's over. touched base with him. He's a great kid, definitely enthusiastic about being here at the World Cup, and he feels totally prepared. He's ready to represent. He's one of the few controller players who actually qualify for this weekend. This is a big weekend for a lot of players, obviously, clearly. Here you have Cease and Elevate. They haven't found the rhythm.
They've been a little quiet, man. They won WSOE, a great duo that has had success in the past, but this has just not been their game so far. Got to get something to turn it around. The talent is certainly there. I think I saw someone on the Fortnite competitive Reddit mention, why is no one talking about Cease and Elevate? And I think it's just important to note that in order for us to talk about it, they got to start doing some things. And I think games 1 and 2 has not been their game.
Yeah, and I mean, we were there in the warm-up rounds. A lot of players were not necessarily revealing strategy, but whoa, that's a huge shot on Ziff right there as Mitro sends one flying down the field right there.
Sent him packing. Dear me. All right, so back into the action at hand. We're going to have 36 duos left in this. Notable names, obviously, Mega and Dubs. Benji Fishy, Mr. Savage. A lot of people in the crowd popped for Benji Fishy when he walked out, as well as Mr. Savage. For due reason, this is a stupendous duo. The double snipe combination from Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage.
Big shot right there. These double snipes, you gotta be careful. There's no standing still in a box here because you might eat one right there. They line up another.
Right.
Not quite successful that time around, but hey, all damage matters. Storm Surge, you want to be dealing damage. You cannot stay idle. There are no free passes at the World Cup.
Look what happened in game 1, man. The Storm Surge claimed a lot of victims. You have to be engaging in fights. You cannot stay still. There's Fwexy and Letwick on the move. Nyrox right behind him. Cooler organization. Benji Fishy's going to be down. Just saw that one off on the side. Mr. Savage now having to deal with a player that had engaged on him. He's going to get built above. He just needs to wait this one out here, but Benji does get cleaned up. Yeah, that was going to be Fwexy.
And that was such a sneaky ambush right there. He used the shadow bomb, pushed up. Notice Benji was kind of over-peeking, harassing players with that sniper. You cannot hold down scope right there. He ate a shotgun to the face, and that's why Benji goes down. And I love what Savage did here. He just went for high ground. He had to immediately get out of there and leave his duo behind. So what can Mr. Savage do? One of the best mechanical players here today. What can he do by himself?
It's not going to be easy. Not with a lobby like this. At this point in time, he's really just looking to play the keep away game. Maybe he can pick off a player with that heavy sniper, get an elimination for himself. They only have 1 point right now, and they're nowhere near getting the placement points currently. He's still looking to harass some players. Put some pressure on them. Now you see that happen, half out circle. Only 2 duos are going to be inside of there. So everyone's going to have to start to move over to that east side. It's going to be a struggle for so many players. They're starting to make the moves right now. They want to try and gatekeep, prevent these players from getting inside.
This is a team we want to watch right now during this rotation. Mongrel and Mitro, they are masters at executing, especially when they have mobility like this to cut across the field. They are on the hunt right now, and there's no reason for them to rush. Once they spot out someone, they're gonna pounce. They're gonna jump on that target.
Yeah, they're gonna wait for you to make that mistake. And with the nerves at an all-time high here, players are certainly gonna make that error in judgment. Saw it happen in scrims when we were looking at players just getting warmed up. So much at stake here, but there's the launch pad. It's going to go out now. Need to be wary of just getting beamed in the sky. So many times you think that you're just going to be sailing away with no problem, not a care in the world, and then you just end up losing all of your shields, all of your HP, and then that's it. You're done.
I've seen it countless number of times. People tweet out, you know, you fly across, you get taken out the sky, but it's all about timing. Neither Mitro nor Mongrel were shot once on that rotation, and it was masterfully done right there. And whoa, it looks like they're tracking so beautifully. Catches someone trying to just kind of rotate on by in the shadow bomb, but that was not enough.
You are not safe from the shadows there, buddy. Another thing, too, was that when they were out of position for a brief moment, the way that they were able to just get back together, right? That patience with one another, the communication, you need to have it when you're getting down to these final moments. 25 duos are going to still be standing here. You got Calculator and Macwood. They're going to have that high ground up above. They shouldn't be comfortable just yet, because anything can happen here. Look at where that next circle is going to be going. Moves need to be made.
With that RPG, I mean, they can basically take high ground at any given moment that they want nor choose. Calculator looking around, already on 4 eliminations for Macwood. Macwood did say he's the fragger of the duo. We'll see if Calculator can keep up right now. I am just poking good fun because Calculator loves to talk a big game on the social medias.
He really does, man. He's a character without a doubt. But right now, there's no fun and games to be had. This is game 3 of the Fortnite World Cup Finals. It's time to put up or shut up for a lot of these players.
Look at that, wasting no extra mats. They do not waste more than they have to.
This was earlier on. An elimination onto Mongrel and Mitra. There you have it. Out of the game once again. That duo, European powerhouse, gonna pay there to Dubs and Mega.
So far, so good. Macwood, again, just holding this positioning right here. He is gonna get blocked out with his teammate accidentally, but it's all good. This is still his ground to control right now. They have clear control of the skies here.
And they have a ton of builds to work with as well, Monster. 4 eliminations for Macwood. A great game for him thus far. That's 4 points for this duo, but he's going to be taking some shots. Has to be careful there. There you can see the lay of the land, Monster.
Yes, the placement thresholds will be divvied out soon. There goes the Storm Surge already ringing down on players. Jay has to make a big move. Doesn't matter. Zate is going to wrap up right here as Keys goes down as well. And the shots are flying. And you can just look at the overhead, the chaos that's going on in the mid-ground specifically.
And look who's still in this, Saf. They're going to be in first place. If they keep this going, another dominant game for them, another high-placing game could be the difference maker to keep them in that first place position. Up on the high ground, Calculator and Macwood putting down shots yet again, not giving players any moment to be comfortable whatsoever. Look at the names that are here, though. The Rockets now starting to fly by Wolfies. Wolfies having to defend himself. Zate's going to be out of this one, so now it's going to be up to Saf. And Saf, he had to see his teammate go down, but his back's going to be to the Storm there. Now looking at Mega, who's waiting this one out. He knows on the right side of your screen, you can see it down low, that these players, they're going to try and force their way into his box, so he has to play defense. He has to disengage. And there's Saf, who just lost his teammate Zafe. Now he's going to be running this one solo. And then up above, it's Macwood and Calculator. This whole time, they picked up 3 eliminations from that whole exchange, Monster.
That's exactly where you want to be. They're still putting this pressure down. And Zaf is looking for one, but it's Vinny who's going to take him out right there. So Vinny's going to find his first elimination, and he has so much health. He is in the game right now, although by himself because Zextro is down. And now Oslo, Bad Sniper, one of the few duos that are still left in this game right here. Arkham somehow, with a masterful rotation, he's still in as well. Bad Snipers at 11 eliminations with Oslo here.
Wow, unreal stuff. Bad Sniper is going to be out of this one. Macwood and Calculator still owning the high ground. On the mid, down below, Dubs and Mega, one of the premier duos here at the Fortnite World Cup Finals. Could they get the high ground and wrestle the control away from Calculator and Macwood? Oslo waiting for Vinny. You can see that engagement down low, but we got to focus on what's going on above here because Macwood and Calculator, they have their eyes on Dubs and Mega, and they do not want to give them that freedom to dictate where they want to go. They want to try and pinch them. Arkram just eliminated Vinny on that, and it's going to be Oslo and Arkram down low, but you're going to have a clash, a 2v2 in the high and in the mid ground, and Dubs and Mega feeling that pressure, needing to just dial back here, wait a minute, because I think what they're doing is they're just trying to see if they're going to run out of builds. Essentially, I mean, the play here certainly has just been defense, defense, defense.
Yes, that's right. Oslo's now left by himself. All he has to do is time this fight, so long as he doesn't bother them. But Dubs and Mega try to go for the high ground and make a fatal error. They fall to the low here, Golden Boy.
This isn't looking good there. Mega and Dubs, they have the low ground, the ultimate low ground. Oslo's going to be outside, but they get the elimination. Calculator and Macwood, they're holding the high ground, and that's the victory royale. Macwood pops off in game 3. 7 eliminations for him, 2 for Calculator, 9 total, plus the victory royale. 19 points for that duo. Crushed it.
There was just something about the loadout. Seeing that RPG once they already were holding the best point, the high ground. You just knew pressure, and that's what Macwood did there. What was it, 7 eliminations? Hey, shout out to Calculator too. He got a couple at the end.
Yeah, he had his back. Most importantly, Dubs and Mega constantly playing that defense. Credit to Macwood and Calculator for the way that they continue to apply applied the pressure, and then it was the shock, sending them down low, forcing them into that engagement. Credit to Oslo now, who threw traps instantly to see maybe he can get a cheeky trap elimination. Didn't work out for him there, but a top 3 placing for him. Certainly got to be happy with that one. And then it came down to the final moment when Calculator and Macwood together were able to push his player with their combat shotties. Boom, that's the game. And look how happy they were there.
So good. Gotta love the reactions right there.
Whew. What a game that was. Had a little bit of a slow ramp up, you know. But that's what Fortnite will do to you. You're just talking, you're having a conversation about where the positioning is going to be, and then out of nowhere, boom, you're in the action, you're in the fight, and things start to get wild. Great game there for Mac winning Calculator. Calculator winning on the world stage, man. Look at that. Eat your heart out, Reddit.
I gotta say, you know, I'm sure he's proved a lot of people wrong, and you have to respect it.
Yeah.
But Golden Boy, I want to see where we stand here.
Where are we right now? So at the top, it's still going to be Saf and Zayt with 38 points. They have that victory royale from game 1 and 16 eliminations. Mega, Dubs, second place, looking pretty. No victory royales for them thus far. You saw Zexro and Vinny do the same thing, but it's Calculator and Macwood that jump up to 6th place. They have 22 points total, 12 eliminations in that game. They're finally in that top 10.
I want to take it one step further. Bad Sniper and Oslo jump up to 13 total eliminations. They didn't have anything up until this point. They just had one great pop-off game. And suddenly they're in the running here. It is anyone's game in the top 10 because you have to be consistent. And again, there's always those wild cards, those pop-off moments. And here's a look at page 2. Any of these guys are still in the running right now.
You got Bell and Scarlet, who've been wrestled out of the top 10. The Japanese duo who had a premier game in game number 1. Benji Fishy, Mr. Savage saw their demise earlier on. They're going to have 13 points there, but you saw the standings, and we're in game 3. And these games are going to be so critical. Games 3 and 4 really set that tone, because once you get into like game 5, a lot of players are going to be down low. Like, there's opportunity for you to try and get your way into that top 20, which is where you're really going to start to get a lot in the prizing. But for the folks that are going to be sitting in top 10 right now, they're going to be feeling very nice about their current standings. For game 3 to be in 2nd place, Dubs and Mega, and then Saf and Zayt still performing so well.
And that's the crazy part. Dubs and Mega, everyone has been rooting for them. They're like that wild card that came out of nowhere, and they really swept the competitive community hard lately.
That's right. So I did get word. We have Jordan standing by with our winners from game 3. Jordan, take it away.
NA really showing up and showing off today. It's amazing, seemingly tapping in that nail on the coffin. Such a please pardon the pun, I have to say, calculated game here from Calculator and Macwood. Guys, well matted, well utilized. You dominated high ground, seemingly all of that in-game there. Walk me through that process of getting that high ground, attaining, and then dominating for the rest of the game.
Well, we were able to pick up 2 lucky eliminations on that outer circle of 4th zone, I think it is, and we were able to use our mats to build up. We were lucky enough to get half and half, and we were able to just beam people out of the air, hold high, and got lucky with a couple zones.
Amazing. Well, I mean, again, you had 3 games left to go. The strategy, is it going to continue to shift around a little bit, or are you guys going to maintain what you've been working on thus far?
I didn't hear the question.
Strategy, maintaining thus far. You guys have a very calculated and very patient game, seemingly leading all the way up to the end of the end game. Right, walk me through your strategy for the end of the next 3 games.
Shoot them in the head.
Shoot them in the head. You heard it here first. Back to you, GV and Monster.
Calculator gets one opportunity to show the world his prowess and knowledge of Fortnite. He just says shoot them in the head. You gotta respect it.
You know, some people, it's just that simple, and hey man, maybe he's just wired that way, right? We're all wired a little differently. Calculator has clearly got his head on his shoulders, and he's ready to just shoot things.
Yeah, but Macwood was the one doing a bulk of the shooting in that last game. 7 eliminations for Macwood. He looked so great, and you would expect the young Calculator to be the one that leads the charge on slaying, but Macwood, man, holding it down. And let's not get ahead of ourselves here. I mean, you know, Macwood not that much older, right? But I think it's just important to note that you have to have teammates at any point in time to just pop off. Like, you need that. It's so necessary. You got to trust in your teammate. That's what makes a lot of these duos so successful.
Yes, I mean, we've seen it from the start of every round. Some teams are just more aggressive than others, and they know how to stick together.
A lot of great moments in that game, and good news for us is that we got Sundown standing by to break it all down. Sundown, over to you.
Thank you so much, Golden Boy and Monster. Now, we talked about Safe and Zat. We just got to talk with Macwood and Calculator. But Dubs and Mega had an incredible game from the early into the mid that they transitioned into a top 2 performance. So let's dive right on in and see what allowed to make them into the top 3. First, notice their elims in the bottom corner, but the rifle fire together. The second they see the shield is down, able to pick up 1. Mega is the one who is leading the charge here. He picks up all 4 of their first elims. You can see Waller plays down, and the trap is so intelligent. Double ticks going through, places the ramp so it's phased. Knowing the yellow is there, pushes in 2 more elims, chugs flashes. Dubs stays up with just barely enough HP, and you can see he's trying to trap the floor every single time. Gets the mid-ground control. 5th elim for Mega. We talked about how high their ceiling was, unfortunately using the shockwave to go down and end up at a low ground disadvantage. Calculator and Macwood able to ride it out, but now Mega and Dubs have pushed into that top 3, challenging to be the first ever World Championship duo. The team who has possibly the highest ceiling, full qualified solos and duos. The question is, in the last half, the last 3 games, will they be able to keep it up? Will NA stay on top? Will Serpent and Hype represent Oceania and upset the apple cart? I'm about ready to see some hype myself. Let's throw it back inside for the last 3 games. Gentlemen, take it away.
Well, if you want hype, got you covered, baby, because these games have been incredible.
Hello,
if you're
what's
just joining
up?
us for the first time, welcome to the Fortnite World Cup Finals live from New York City. We're in the Arthur Ashe Stadium. Game 3 just concluded. We had 3 different winners across 3 different games. This is our duos competition.
Hello,
These players are
hello, hello, hello.
So much on the line here. Lives will change forever.
You cannot communicate with people because you are the game. Can someone unmute me now, or else you are the gay?
They're right there. Zayt and Saf, 3 games in, still
hey, unmute me. So I can play squads with you guys.
With Monster D-Face here, and it's been a great day. Really, there's nothing more that you could possibly say about it.
I have the new
and
mic.
as I had mentioned before, the prizing, the money that these guys are battling it out for, this is it. First place will take home $3 million. Second place gets $2.2 million. Like, that's just absurd. You get in the, where is this here?
4 millionaires, 4 millionaire duos before the weekend is over. Not to mention all the fame and clout that comes with it. So I think you'll be pretty well off at that point. But everyone's a winner here. We're here to celebrate all of the competitors that made it this far to the Fortnite World Cup final stage, because those 10 weekends of qualifications were not easy.
Yeah, when you get into 10th place, that's where you really start to rack up the coin. But game 4 now about to begin. Here we go, folks. Let's see who's going to come out on top. We've had 3 different winners, but our top performers have been consistent through and through. Are we going to see a repeat winner? Are we going to get a new one to add to the list? It's now time. The battle bus is loaded up. Let's start game 4.
And you know what? Every game so far, we've seen a new winner. I love that. Same thing with the Pro-Am. There was always some new duo showing that, hey, we've been playing this game. We're ready to take a victory. Everyone here has the potential to come out on top, and you see it unfold in those final moments.
Throughout the weekend, we've been doing interviews, meeting with fans, and talking to people, and a lot of folks have asked, who do you think is going to win? And I know it sounds like a cop-out answer, but I'll be very real with you all. I have no freaking idea because it truly is up. It's up in the air. This is a battle royale game. At any point in time, you can have Macwood and Calculator just having the game of their lives in Game 3, and now look, boom, they're going to be sitting in the top 10. I mean, how do you even predict that?
We nearly saw it with Zayt and Saf. I think anyone with good logic can clearly put their money on people that have had prior experience, but even that is not enough because Macwood and Calculator showing that, hey, you know what? We don't even need that. We're here to slay.
Dubs and Mega, they're in 2nd place. They made their names in these qualifiers that led us up to this point. They did not find themselves in land. This is the first time these young men are up there playing on this stage.
when I was their age, I couldn't even believe that I would be capable of doing something like that. And they're doing it, and they're doing it with style. And then to make matters worse for everyone else in the server, they've been so consistent, deadly through and through.
Yeah, that's right. And they're in second place, no victory royale. So just showing that if you step to their box, you're gonna get hurt. We saw Mega with a masterful, and I mean beautiful performance under Storm Surge pressure. He didn't even blink an eye, still fighting other players, fighting his way out of that desperate situation. Volks and Parpy, let's just hop into this duo right here. We'll talk about him a little bit. They are known for sticking to the hip in PvP. Earlier today, we saw Volks get traded out, but it wasn't just like an easy trade. They were actually winning the engagement up until that point, just showing that they have the skill. And that's the OCE region, right? One of the most feared regions here at the qualifiers, because of the fact that you just had to get a ton of elims. You had to be #1 in the region.
When talking to players, I would ask them, what are you looking to avoid? And every time, if it was, you know, the NAU players, they would say, I'm just trying to avoid OCE or Brazil. I don't want to have to deal with that. Because they play the hyper aggro style, and they just don't care who you are. They're going to go for the fight.
I mean, you saw Scarlet and Bell in that first game. I truly thought they were going to take the whole thing. It was so close.
Even Sinnoh in the Pro-Am yesterday, another top player
in the Asian
region, finished second. And he was just, I know it's a Pro-Am, obviously a different competition there, but he was just going into boxes. He didn't care, not a care in the world for them. Now Volks and Parpy do find a player above here, right by the jet stream.
And he hit him once for whites already, so that means there is no shield on that player. You can have up to 100 effective shield. That player's dangerously weak, and folks just keeping an eye on him. He doesn't know if he's slipped out already, and he says, you know what, I'm going to go back to my teammate. It's a little too risky getting split up here.
Yeah, play for the mid to late game in this situation now, but 7SSK is going to be dealing once again with Spades and Crimson. It seems like just a constant for them. They cannot seem to win out on this fight. Crimson's going to be down though, so the advantage could be going in the favor of Jamside and 7SSK. Spades going to have the high ground, now having to deal with a 1v2. Does he have what it takes to pull this one off? He doesn't own that wall. He has no more builds to work with as well. They're going to push out, and Spades couldn't deal with it, and that's going to be the win there for those two.
You would think for Jamside and SSK, like, hey, you know, we've been landing here, haven't been successful. Do you mix it up? They say, nah, I'm going to stick to my guns here, because everyone's a winner, regardless.
The VP boys coming out on top. Week 6 qualifiers for them. And they just need that game, that one game. So many of these players, it's that one game that catapults them into the top 10. Then the momentum shifts, the confidence starts to rise up. You think to yourself, I am capable of being able to do this.
Mongrel looking for it right here. Love this dual perspective right now. Mongrel's actually looking for a side angle. He's going for the offense, pushing out. Is he tracking this player down? It's really hard to tell. They're getting into, really just going deeper into Neo Tilted. If you hang on the outskirts or by the slips, you're at huge risk for getting dived onto. It looks like they say, you know what, we're just going to continue to push on through. Those guys dive off, and those markers are actually the trackers. They say, hey, they're going this way. Mongrel still wants a piece of this.
Keeping up with where players are moving in the crowded Neo Tilted, a new area that was introduced just a little while ago. Some players made Tilted Towers their home. This was a drop spot for so many, the likes of Nick Merckx, Aiden, right? But ever since it changed, you started to see players second guess whether or not they want to go to the new Tilted.
Keep it mellow.
Talking to Aiden earlier, actually when we went out to go get pizza and stuff, he had mentioned like Tilted's just a whole different beast now. Just not something that he really would want to deal with. That's why you don't really see him going that way anymore.
Yeah, it's just a different lay of the land. As things start to shift, different comforts kind of tend to evolve and whatnot here. But we have Twiz and Cover H looking for a push down right now, and they have the positioning, they have the high ground, and it's just a matter of, do we want to dive down? They don't want to give up their angle. They know this duo below them have a flint knock. So much damage. If you peek the wrong way, Minimal's gonna hit you for about 80.
This duo from New Zealand, we had a chance to talk to them for that piece, And great to see that friendship, the communication that they'll have with one another, something that a lot of these duos that came together for the Fortnite World Cup duos portion of the finals don't really have. They don't have that cohesion, that chemistry that these two will have, right? That Saf and Zayt would have as well.
Crazy to think there's 89 players in the lobby and 48 duos, so a lot of disengages,